Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to my personal hell. It is me, Kurisu, a VTuber nobody knows. Zombie Cat, welcome in. Before I begin, I want to start by saying Happy Halloween to every single one of you at home. And yes, just for tonight, I'm wearing the clown nose. So yeah, you know what? I decided since it's Halloween, it's the only opportunity that I have to literally I wouldn't say dress as a clown, but I do have the clown nose, so I guess that's something. But yeah, I got myself the clown nose. It's funny, isn't it? Turning into the thing you hate the most. A clown. Well, actually, the only clown I hate right now is Jimbo, but it's just a never ending rivalry that he and I have. And of course, you guys know I had to bring Duck. It's not Halloween without Duck in it. Actually, wait, let me see if I can find something for. Let me see if I can find something for Duck. Something that Duck can wear. Gotta give him something, you know? Let's see, what can Duck wear out of all of these things? Honestly, I don't know what to give Duck, chat. Alright. Let's see here. Something, anything. Anything will be perfect for the ducky. You know what? Nah, I think Duck is fine. Yeah, Duck is literally fine. He don't need anything else. But yeah, you guys already know what today is. Today, we're gonna keep reading all 1008 pages of SINDER'S horrendous Google Doc. I'm never gonna escape this hell, aren't I? So here's what's gonna happen, chat. There are two conditions that'll stop putting myself through this hell. Only two conditions, chat. Condition one, if I finish the whole thing, it's over. No more streams where I read SINDER'S horrendous 1008 page document. No more. The other condition, which is highly unlikely for it to happen, it's if Cinder herself tells me to literally forces me to stop. It's the only way, the only alternative way that I'll stop reading all this documents. It's the only two ways where this madness is gonna stop. Granted, I'm still gonna read the whole thing, but off stream. But I just wanted to read all of it on stream so I can have proof of authenticity that I actually read the whole thing with you guys. You know, to actually say I read all of Cinder's documents live, brother, live. So what about you guys in chat? How are you guys so far? Oh, Zombie Cat, you're lurking right now. That's fine. But those are the only two conditions, chat. Those are the only two conditions where I would stop to read Cinder's horrendous document. And we're not even that far off. We are quite far actually. We are 158 pages out of 1008, meaning that we've already read 15% of the whole document. Sorry about that. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing that. Brother suffers for our sins. Yes, I do. Tomahawk Envoy, welcome in. And I already explained the two reasons why I would stop reading this. Again, the second reason, highly unlikely for it to happen. Cinder doesn't even care about us. I'm a VTuber, nobody knows. What you gonna do? Fucking go to my... Why are you looking at me like that? It's the clown noise. It's the clown nose, isn't it? The clown nose is what's got you looking at me like that, right? Looks like we know who the real Joker is. No, I should not be imitating... I should not be imitating Jimbo at a time like this. God damn it. Zombie Cat, welcome in. Welcome back. Yes, you walked in. You find hell behind me, and I'm wearing a clown nose. Happy Halloween, by the way. Yeah, I'm just imitating what Jimbo says whenever I play Balatro and lose a round. Goes something like, looks like we know who the real Joker is. And or something like, maybe go fish is more of our speed. You don't celebrate it, but sure. It's fine. I mean, there's people who don't celebrate it, but there's people that just go out there simply for the candy. We need a new emote that's just him wearing a clown nose. How fucking dare you? Speaking of emotes, you know what we need? We need a duck emote. Yeah, you know what? Duck deserves his own emote. It's so funny that out of all of this time, Duck has been with me on my head through thick and thin in this whole ordeal that we are. This whole... How should I say? This hell that I've put myself into. Alright, chat. Now, I do have the question of the night. Are you guys ready to read all of the pages, all of the 1008 pages of absolute nonsense produced by none other than Cinder? Here we go, chat. 3, 2, 1. Why are you looking at me like that? It's the clown nose. It's literally the clown nose. My live reaction to what? Me with the clown nose? I'm pretty sure that will be everybody's reaction when they see me for the first time with the clown nose. What is this ugly color? My god. Alright, chat. So, here we are. Back to this hellhole again. Jesus Christ. So, last time, Ninja Prime, welcome in. So, by the way, if you want to lurk, use !lurk. It's a command that I have here on my chat. That way I know you guys are lurking. But thank you for the lurk. So, last time, chat, we were... Oh, there we go. You activated lurk mode. Zombie Cat also got into lurking. So, here's where we left off last time. We were left off in this area right here, and we read 100. We are at 147 out of 228 when it comes to the nanolist section. I think the nanolist section. Yeah, you guys are the same person. I know. You got both accounts. You told me about it. So here's the thing, chat. Last time we were here in this orange square, and here she is trying to, you know, say a bunch of stuff. And here is Bao's message saying to Cinder not to hide behind Red. When again, I still, after reading all of the nano document, or at least the loud majority of it, Red is giving me the impression that he's worse than Cinder, 100%. That's my reaction, at least. That's my point. That is my point of view, personally. I think that Red is infinitely worse than Cinder, and I think that as a manager, Red is horrible. All right. So this is where we this is where we left off last time. So we're gonna keep reading it starting now. Right about now. So sit back, relax, get some snacks, get some candy. Well, I mean, we are in Halloween, so it makes sense to get candy. Grab some popcorn, get some drinks, and you guys are about to hear me reading more of this nonsense tonight. Here we go. In Nano's document, it said that Red asked me to cancel one of their closest friends' Bao by asking me to cancel my work mid-progress. Followed by saying Red contacted me specifically to check on me canceling the model I had planned with Bao, neither of which are actually shown or true. Red asked me to cancel one of their closest friends' Bao, asking me to cancel my work mid-progress, manipulating me into thinking it is okay since she has many connections and she'll be fine anyways. So I won't feel guilty about it or worry too much. It was and is very upsetting to me. Red contacted me specifically to check on me canceling the model I had planned with Bao. So Bao already showed Cinder her model. And at this point in time, Cinder has made it possible to become public enemy number 1 to the public. Because, I mean, it's all because of Red. Red told Nanoless specifically, oh, it's okay if you want to cancel with Bao. But, and not only that, but Red is also biased towards Bao because he saw her as nothing more than competition. Again, I already told you guys that fair competition is fine, but in the VTuber space where collabs are pretty much everything, the last thing that you want to make in the VTuber space is enemies. So yeah. Do I think Cinder is my enemy? No, not at all. I have no enemies, chat. Only inferiors. Let's keep going. A little over a week before Bao's model was cancelled, Nano told Red that Bao's model hadn't even been started. And as you've seen, Red never asked Nano to cancel Bao's model. Didn't start Bao yet. How could it be cancelled mid-progress and close to being rigged if it wasn't started? And if it was so close to rigging, why would Nano have considered cancelling it instead of just finishing it? I think that Bao would have said that her model was cancelled mid-progress in her messages to me and our friends if it was. Instead of just that, she was dropped as a client. Nano had dropped me as a client because her work schedule is too hectic. In Bao's document, she said there was suddenly back and forth on whether or not Nano had the physical and mental capacity to continue the model. So the model was already done. Like, you know, her Bao's model was already almost done. The only thing that needed to be done for the model was rigging. That's literally all that it had to be done. Only the rigging. And that's it. The whole model was already done. Rigging was the only missing thing. Which lines up with what Nano said to Red and how Nano repeatedly overbooked herself but was never shown anywhere. It's not that she overbooked herself. It's that she had a lot of clients, but you just kept adding more stuff to her booking already. Just because she had like 6 more work doesn't mean that it's overbooked. She is capable of doing all of the work, yes, but you're constantly asking her, hey, can you do this for us? Can you do this for us? Can you go do this for... That's gonna add more pressure to her. So that is the reason as to why something doesn't line up with this document. Okay, I might not take any commissions from that form. I feel like I want to be more into VTubing. I'm doomed. I love it. Honestly, I will cancel my next models if I didn't feel already so committed to them. Do you think Bao would kill me if I cancel with her? Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Bao saying there was a back and forth also could comply that Nano already approached her saying she may not continue her model before August 5th when Red messaged Nano. Also, Red didn't contact Nano specifically check on Nano canceling Bao's model, like was claimed. He messaged her to see if she decided to cancel any other projects she expressed interest in canceling that Nano previously mentioned. Hey Nano, Do you know if you're able to start the Heaven Hound outfit earlier or not? Also, just wondering if you decided to cancel any other model projects. Yeah, check with the other clients and then and delay them. Didn't cancel anything yet. So this is a part that is not underlined, but it's a part that is extremely important. Red keeps asking her if she can finish the Heaven Hound outfit, which again still adds more pressure to Nano, considering the fact that her commission list is already pretty bloated. So yeah, this is the reason why every single time this is the reason why every time Red opens his mouth, I take it with a grain of salt. Let's see, what do we have here? August 18th, 2024. Another conversation between Red and Nano to show how Nano was treated. Trying to plan my collab with her, and Red complimenting art Nano did for someone else. Actually, I forgot I should just yeah, I should do this just so I can read clearly. Here we go. Wait, am I back up? Oh my god, yes I am. Okay, here we go. Nano, you're planning on doing a collab with Cinder on her birthday. I don't know, that's Mio's idea. I know. I've been talking to him about it and want to make sure you know, lol. Is there anything you want to do? And would you be streaming or just be on Cinder's stream? We can plan a different day too. Make it a different day, please. Okay, what day? I don't know. You just don't want to do it. I get mad anxiety. It's okay. If you want to just cancel it, we can. You guys can hang out in your bikinis. In your bikini. Oh my god, here we go again. I swear to god that Redacted has an obsession with Cinder in bikini, bro. Since last time we read this, motherfucker has been talking about nothing but the bikini model. The bikini models, man. Think about the bikinis. Don't get any funny ideas, chat. I know you guys want to see. Actually, never mind. I'll take it back. I'm not even gonna entertain that idea. Oh my god, I forgot to ask how blank art is coming. She showed us the work in progress when we saw her a few weeks ago. Yeah, I finished the art last week. Let me see. Show the artwork, which is right now covered. Good lord, the cooking. Thank you. When is Nano available for some forbidden art side projects? So, for those of you who are new here, chat, I'm going to refer to not safe for work as forbidden arts. At least you guys know what NSFW is. That literally means not safe for work. For those of you who are under the age of 18, don't look it up. It's literally porn. And well, for those of you who know, then yeah, you guys know. But we're just gonna refer to NSFW as the forbidden arts, as I love to call it. When is Nano available for some forbidden art side projects? It is just illustrations. I can always try to add on my schedule. Okay, but after Angel, unless you wanna make tan line Cinder art right now. Lol, everyone likes the tan lines, and we didn't even ask you for that. I hope you guys didn't mind an unsolicited addition, by the way. I just thought tan lines are great. Now, we don't mind. It came out super good, and everyone likes it. You can give more suggestions for things we don't mention in the future, lol. Of course. By the way, did you guys decided something about the flames on Angel? Okay, so August 28th, 2024. After over a year of Red and I encouraging Nano to come on my stream, we finally had our first collab together. It was on her birthday by Mio's suggestion to Red. So they did actually make the collab, as you guys can see in this video right here. So they actually did manage to plan the collab, which again, good for them. It's just a shame that it had to be Cinder. Oh, I'm kidding. No, I'm joking. Thank you, Nano. I had so much fun yapping. I had so much fun yapping. Have a good night. Thank you. It was so much fun. I have sore throat already. Got it. Sorry, I was kind of sick lately, so yeah, got out of the hospital and got out of the hospital, but don't worry, guys, I'm fine for now. For now. Oh no, get lots of rest. Red, good morning. Oh, this is Mio. Wait, this is actually Mio, or is it actually Nano? Is it Nano or Mio? So this was it from July 15th through July 19th. Red, good morning. We're matching some bots from Cinder. She said she wanted to collab with Nano. Yeah, whenever Nano is ready. Wait, this is Mio. This is Nano. This is Nano's manager. Whenever Nano is ready to. I was actually thinking of making a surprise for Nano. If that would be okay for Cinder. She wouldn't be opposed, but in that past, she hasn't wanted to because she didn't feel comfortable doing that yet. So I don't know if a surprise is the best way to go. Just let me know if she decides to and we can get something set up. She's always able to message me on her, or her too. No problem. We're just getting ready for the event. What event? Oh, the anime friends thingy we are going. Oh yeah, hope that goes well. Okay. What about on Nano's birthday? Okay, we could do her birthday. She's okay with too. Do you want to do on her birthday? The 28th, right? Yep. So, as you guys can already tell, most of these documents are a bunch of fluff. Like, it's just a bunch of... Like, most of this documents, as you guys can see, is a bunch of useless information that adds nothing to the apology. So again, I am not sure how Cinder had the mental capacity to put up 1,008 pages. August 29th to September 17th, 2024. My DMs with Nano after she was on my stream, celebrating another one of her models debuting. And our messages are on my birthday. I'm alive and slept for 9 hours. What the fuck? 9 hours? My goodness. She's a heavy sleeper. Wanted to thank you again. Talking to you really is easy for some reason. That makes me so happy. Anytime you want to play games or yap, I'll always be free for you. Wanted to show you this. Finally, another baby. Finally. I thought she hated it and just discarded it. Thank you for letting me know. I don't think anyone could ever dislike your work. Cinder, happy birthday, Muloob. Thank you, Nano. Sorry I couldn't make anything special for you. No, don't be. I was able to hang out with you earlier, and that felt like the best gift ever. Alright, what else we got? So, September 27th, 2024, Nano told Red she was up to take on more of our work, followed by another instance that shows how Nano was treated. Wait. Nano told Red she was up to take on more of our work. This is where the pressure is gonna start. Following by another instance that shows how Nano was treated. Here we go again. Okay, so with the cafe idea, we're open to it, but we need more details and dates to discuss. My concern is that it's based around our brand. Then there's a standard we need the whole thing held to, and a responsibility to uphold that from whoever is running things. Plus, this would be a lot of people's first VTuber impressions in Brazil. You'd gotta rep the brand the right way. There's not much I can quality control from all the way up over here, lol. Also, how would you feel about doing more gamer subs labels and maybe a Daki? I'll deliberately keep an eye for the quality. You know I'm always up to. I'll tell them you're interested and check for more info. I'll let you know anything I can get. Are you involved with the maid cafe thing, or did you just hear about it? I just don't want this to get in the way of the angel modeling, angel art. I think only the Daki would be enough. Would be. I think only the Daki would though. So he's still. Wait. So we were okay. First it was the bikini model, then it was the Heaven Hound model, and now it's the Angel model. How many models is Cinder gonna have? I'm not really involved, but I do be getting contacts, and it will definitely be somehow like a rep or just quality ensuring stuff. I would never want big names like Cinder have something cheap. Or big names like Nanoless. Oh, how's your new mic? Oh, fancy stuff. I think it's better, yes. Mio asked me what Cinder uses. You have the Cinder VTuber official mic setup. We don't have room isolation or anything much like the opposite, but works really well. I love Elgato products. You know, you guys believe me if I tell you all that I've never owned an Elgato product ever? If you don't have a Steam Deck, Stream Deck or Steam Deck? It's a Stream Deck. Not to be confused with a Steam Deck. Get one. I do. Okay, good. Thank you for the help, Red. You're on Team Cinder, which means I'm on Team Nano. That's why I rep your shirt at every con. Oh no. Smells like manipulation tactics. Trying to encourage somebody to take full advantage of them. That's why I still cry about it. It's cute. It goes well with my gamer sub shorts. Yeah, about gamer sub. Do we need art soon? Oh yeah, I would love to make made Cinder art for the cafe thing if it goes forward. Yeah, just keep me updated on the made stuff and we'll see if it ends up going anywhere. Gamer subs isn't super soon, we have time. It's not urgent. We're going blank and AFK. We're doing blank and AFK. And Cinder and I wanted to ask you first before we gave anyone else the opportunity. Cinder blank. I love you so much. Also, to have a consistent art style on the labels we have for them. Yeah, I don't know. I still say that I'm still gonna say that's based on all of this conversation, which again, very very personal information that you shouldn't be putting out there. Something's definitely wrong here. Something is very fucking wrong. September 29th, 2024. About 2 months after canceling Bao's model, Nano asked Red about us paying for her to cancel her projects. She brought up the possibility of some kind of exclusivity deal to Red for the first time, saying she just wants to do Cinder stuff. This is what I said about Nano accepting my projects in my apology. Every time I had been told that Nano had agreed to work on a new commission with me, it had been willingly and with excitement. From my point of view, it was that she genuinely wanted to be working on these things. I wanted to work with Nano as much as I possibly could, making her art the face of my brand. This was followed by her canceling a long list of model projects herself for a bunch of different VTubers, after filling up her waitlist with more projects than she could responsibly take on again. Of her own volition, Nano canceled a large portion of her model commissions last September. The entire conversation was left out of Nano's document, and all of the blame for these model cancellations was put on me and Red. If you were one of the 6 VTubers who had a project with Nano canceled around this time, this was what happened. Once again, I had no involvement in this conversation and was only told what happened afterwards. So, okay. Again, you had no involvement in this conversation whatsoever, but your manager, aka Redacted, he was involved in your conversation, in these conversations. And this is your manager. So, even though you didn't take part in these conversations, you're still partially responsible. Just saying. You're free tomorrow, Monday, September 30th. Sure, okay. As for Gamer Subs labels, blank each full commercials. Red. Yes. And hypothetically, I accept to be paid to cancel every commission that's not Cinder related. Would you pay it? Nano asked me if we'd be willing to pay for her to cancel all of her commissions for other VTubers that aren't Cinder related. So basically what she's doing here is that she's basically telling Red, would you be willing to pay for the cancellation of the other VTubers? Because she's been working with these other VTubers for quite a while now into fulfilling their projects and stuff. It would make sense that Nano would ask something of Red. In this case, the payment for the cancellation of the other VTubers. Because again, it sucks to be exclusive to just one VTuber when it comes to all of this exclusivity deal. So that is the reason as to why she said, hey, hypothetically, if I accept to be paid to cancel every commission. So pretty much it's like, yeah, hey, you're not letting me work with other VTubers, so you're gonna have to pay for the damages. Pretty much my understanding here. I'm freaking out with my commissions, and I think I just want to do Cinder stuff. I'm dying inside. I want to do my own shit too. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ask such a weird question. It's okay, I just don't know what you meant. Do you mean you cancel your current commissions that aren't Cinder's and then we pay you for? Like, we'll pay you for work you do for us? And if you want more to do to replace your other commissions, we can do that. Exclusivity? I mean, it depends how you're thinking about it. I don't know, I'm just thinking loud. We never paid someone an exclusivity fee before. Like how much, how long does it last? Is it multiple times? But if you want to do stuff with us, you can just keep giving giving out new projects we'll pay for. Because of all the pressure that Redacted has already given to poor Nano over here, she's already going to the point where she just wants to do Nano related stuff. So yeah, right now it's getting worse. It gets worse with every interaction. Nano told me she's freaking out with her commissions because she's accepted too many and just wants to do Cinder stuff, plus her own things. And exactly, she's been telling me for months. What happened with Bao's model was a precursor to this. She is the first one to suggest the possibility of exclusivity to me, showing she had interest in making an exclusivity deal with Cinder, and I far back as September 2024. Well, again, you have been pressuring her in order to do this exclusivity deal, so of course she's gonna feel pressured. An exclusivity fee to me sounds like just pre-ordering a bunch of work from you. Then you don't work with anyone else. Yeah, I might just stick with a few clients. If you're worried about a lack of work from canceling things, we'll just give you more to do. New commissions are exciting, but I'm so tired. Maybe. Maybe that's my fear. If you want to think over more, if you want to think over more that what you're looking for, we can talk about it. By this, did you mean for us to pay you to cancel other projects? Yeah, just a silly thought. I mean, how many projects are there? If you were to cancel those projects, we'd probably just pay you for other things to do instead. But not like just pay for you to cancel them. Lol, unless it was Silver. Here we go again. His grudge with Silver Veil. Dude, you're red. Your bias is showing again. I was open to the idea of exclusivity, but the details needed to be figured out. If Nano chose to keep working with us, we'd always have something for her to do. I asked Nano to clarify, and yes, she suggested we pay for her to cancel on 6 other VTubers. What? I swear to God, if one of those V2... That better not be true, chat. Chat, that better not be true. If one of those VTubers that she canceled was Iron Mouse, so help me God. That better not be true. Hold on. Maybe I'm jumping into conclusions here. I wasn't going to pay Nano just to cancel other projects. Except Silver Veil, who I said is a joke. Right. but she chose to cancel them herself with help replace the income with our own stuff. I chose to leave the list of names uncensored here. So these wait a minute. I chose to leave the list of names uncensored here. So these people know exactly how and why their models were canceled, since it was falsely blamed on me and Red. Alright, who are these names? Up Katie. Mousy. You're gonna cancel Iron Man. You. I think I'll just freak out and cancel all my shit. How much do you have besides our stuff? Cinder is who's mostly uses my work. Up Katie, Mousy, Giga, Mousy again, Zen, Fufu, and Megalodon. You know what's funny, chat? I know I know the names of these VTubers. Mousy, which is Iron Mouse, Giga, Iron Mouse again, Zentreya, Fufu, and Megalodon. Motherfucker, you really want to force her to cancel 2 Iron Mouse projects? Are you mental? Alright, look. I know that Iron Mouse is my Oshi. And, you know, she's out of all the VTubers out there, she's my favorite, okay? But, dude, putting pressure on Nano to cancel VTubers that have big names, by the way. These are not VTubers that you don't hear about. Oh no, these are some very huge VTubers, by the way. You do not cancel from freaking Zen, Giga, Megalodon, and literally the biggest VTuber on the platform. You don't do that. Also, music check. There it is. Chat. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna fucking lose it. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Chat, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Dude, I'm telling you, if Red literally put pressure on an artist just like he's doing here, and my model was canceled because of this, bro? Brother, I don't think I'll ever do collabs or even mention those fucking a-holes. I will literally tell people how much of an a-hole that person is. What do you mean, bro? I'm still baffled by this, by the way. Up Katie, Iron Mouse, Giga, Iron Mouse again, Zentreya basically, Fufu, and Megalodon. Again, these are the problem here. It's not the fact that you want to cancel commissions, by the way. The problem here is that these are big fucking names, by the way. Meaning that if you cancel with them, someone's gonna find out. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely fucking ridiculous. All because Redacted wanted to put more Cinder stuff into Nano. Only because the motherfucker wanted to see her in a bikini. It's always the bikini model, chat. How did you want us to pay to cancel everything? Besides blank, they're all fairly enough far to don't screw with any plans. So I'm pretty sure it's okay to cancel all of them. I can cancel blank, but I think she's gonna get pretty upset. And by that, I'm between 2 names here. I'm between either Giga or Zen. The one getting extremely upset. It's one of those 2, I think. it's a shame that Cinder literally blurred the name over here to see exactly who Nano was talking about, because honestly, I wanted to see exactly who it was that was gonna receive the cancellation. Dude, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? To be honest, I think if you were to be just focusing on Cinder and your own content, or just drawing art again for Twitter or Patreon, will be good. See what I mean, chat? This motherfucker, he's literally telling her, yes, it's bad that you're canceling these people, but if you were to be just focusing on Cinder and your own content, then you're good to go. No, that's not how. No, redacted. That's not how it fucking works. You cannot claim an artist, bro. That's just not how it works. What the fuck? Just because Tetsuya Nomura does art for Square Enix doesn't mean that doesn't mean that they own Tetsuya Nomura. Or else we would have never had art for other games like Expedition 33, for example. Which, by the way, there was a crossover event and Tetsuya Nomura did the art for Expedition 33. This is fucking ridiculous, chat. That's my dream. I just don't know if you'd be making the same money doing all these Motherfucker, what? Nano wanted us to pay for her to cancel these 7 commissions for other people. If we were to pay her the price of them just to cancel them, it would have cost us $40,000 to $50,000. Chat, that's not a small amount of money either. That is literally mortgage money. You see this? This is mortgage money. Mortgage money. And it would have cost them 40,000 to 50,000. I mean, obviously, I see that fair considering the fact that you're canceling on Giga, Zentreya, Megalodon, and Mousy twice. So, yeah, I think that's a pretty fair fucking deal. Honestly, yeah, it is a pretty fair deal. What the fuck? Chat, the more I keep reading this shit, it keeps getting worse. The more I keep reading this shit, it gets infinitely worse. And Red is not helping the situation. I don't know if you'd be making the same money doing all these model commissions. I think that Nano would be getting more money by doing these commissions, because if a VTuber model from Nano costs, let's say, 10,000, right? 10,000, multiply that by 7, you're getting 7,000. So this amount of money for damages, pretty much like canceling all of these VTubers, this is generous pricing compared to what she would have won by doing their models. She would have gotten more if she, if there was other stuff added to the VTuber model themselves, or if it was just art. But still, again, this is no small amount. This is literally mortgage money right here. Oh my god. Yeah, you don't know how much, you don't know how much she'd be making, because you don't even know about this type of shit. I miss doing illustration. I can always cry on blank or extra cash, I guess. Like, we'll give you all the work we can. He keeps talking about, oh, we'll give you all the work we can. It's like, dude, do not give her any more work. Just let her work with other people, bro. I don't mean to monopolize Cinder. There's so many good artists too. No, that's not what I meant. But we'd still try to give you all the work we can plan and afford. Like, yes, we'll still work with other artists on things. This is hard to explain. For instance, we won't just do models and starting screen artwork. We can do more art or other things. Merch art, gamer subs works, obviously. Don't worry, I get it. Focusing on Cinder and her own content was Nano's dream. I told her we'd give her everything we could, but warned I didn't know she'd be making the same money as she would from these model commissions. Which, again, if you make the calculations on how much she's charging for the VTuber models and all of the stuff that they decide to add to the model, yes, she would have gotten more than she asked for, and if not more because of all the additional stuff that they were going to be adding to the VTuber models. So yeah, it was better for Nano to work on the models, personally speaking. Don't worry, I get it. Okay, good. Oh yeah, we'll keep the gamer sub stuffs too. You could make the Cinder Dojin. I forgot that was a thing. So let's see. Is Blank the only one on the list you started already? Just Blank, but just did the sketch and didn't even decided on it yet. Because of how small this text is, I'm assuming this has to be Zen. But she's been calling me mom publicly already. So what do you want to work on? I'm canceling shit. I need my freedom. I asked Nano what she wanted to work on, and she decided to cancel everything herself. Gotta put myself at first people say. Red, should I cancel Blank? Say yes and no, and I'll do it. I just need a voice. Won't blame you for anything. Yeah, but I'll have to live with that. Fuck, okay, I will. Wait, no, that's not what I meant. That's my own response, not yours. You don't say what I gotta do, I'm a free whamming. In a perfect world, that will be working on Nano. Side note, collab tomorrow, waiting to hear from Blank, but everyone else is down. Okay, I'm free. I canceled so many stuff. What did you cancel? I was gonna say, you should at least keep Blank, which again, I'm assuming, because that's good advertisement for you. The rest could go. Okay, this could be either Mousy, I think, which again, you should at least keep Mousy. That was because that's good advertisement for you. I mean, we already know how big Iron Mouse is on the platform. So, yeah. He should know that out of all of the commissioners, the last one that you want to cancel with is Iron Mouse. Literally the last one. So, honestly, if it's true that they kept Mousy on the commissions list, I mean, still pretty shitty that they're canceling the other ones, to be honest. But still, what the hell? And then he literally said, the rest could go. Red, your words, not mine. Your words, not mine. Your words, not hers either. No, I'm so done for now. I've been thinking about this for a long, long time. Did you cancel this whole list? Nano canceled everything because she accepted too much, saying she was thinking about doing this for a long time. Like she told me 2 months earlier, leading up to canceling with Bao. So here's the thing, chat. This is for you guys who out there who wanna take commissions into VTubing, or if you guys want to take commissions into artwork and all that stuff. My suggestion personally is I suggest you have a slot system. Like that people can see if you're available for commissions, if you're not available for commissions. A lot of artists do this, and it's honestly very fluid when it comes to their time management and their organizing as an artist. That way you can take multiple commissions, you don't have to worry about new commissions, and you be comfortable and you have less stress behind you. And the moment that you finish those 3 slots, you can open up 3 more slots, so that way you can work on more people. And just make sure to make it a first come first serve type of deal. That way you have more balance. That way you have more balance over your clients and the commission work that you want to do. Because if they see that you cancel their commissions, then they're gonna be upset if you cancel the commission out of the blue. So do establish some rules on which commissions you want to cancel and which commissions you don't want to cancel. But just do not do this. Do not let anyone else manipulate you into doing more work for a specific creator. You do not belong to that specific creator. You belong to yourself. And you're literally the only one that can control who works for them and all that stuff. Nano cancel everything because she accepted too much. Alright. Yeah, she accepted too much from you, Focus. From you guys. Honestly, I would cancel my next models if I didn't feel already so committed to them. Do you think Bao will kill me if I cancel with her? Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, got blank too, which I'm considering to cancel too. They do cancel this whole list. Yep, no regrets, honestly. Okay, well, are you gonna cancel our plans now? Bye-bye. Okay, bye. I feel so light. She literally canceled the whole list, chat. She literally canceled the whole fucking list. No! She canceled the entirety of the list, which, again, let me remind you all, it had Up Katie, Iron Mouse, Giga, Iron Mouse again, Zentreya, Fufu, and Megalodon. Again, she canceled a list full of big fucking names. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know, chat. I need some water. I need some water immediately. Oh my god. Oh Jesus fucking Christ. Let me text my friend. So I texted my friend right now telling him that it keeps getting worse the more I read. What the fuck? Like, it's so unbelievably bad. Oh my fucking god. It keeps getting worse. She canceled. Oh my god. Poor Iron Mouse. Poor Iron Mouse. Poor Zentreya. Poor Giga. Poor Megalodon. Poor VTubers, bro. I feel so light. 2.0 outfit, 3.0 AFK level. Is this still okay? Nana was more than able to make her own business decisions and cancel projects herself. Just like in November of 2023, all without me allegedly manipulating her. Not, again, counter argument, not allegedly, you were manipulating her. You were using honeyed words, you were telling her, oh, your work is so good, oh, this and that. Dude, you were manipulating her. No buts, ifs, or whys. In her own TOS, Nano states that she can cancel anything she's already agreed to or started on at any time for any reason. She still lied that these cancellations were all because of us. She didn't technically lie because you were okay. Red, she listen to me, man. She didn't technically lie because if you kind of think about it, you were putting a lot of work for her. You were putting a lot of work towards her. So yeah, it's because of you guys that she literally canceled all of these things. Yes, again, maybe, oh, it's not because of me. Well, again, Red is the one who suggested all this shit to Nanoless. Again, you had the choice to stop this, but you chose not to. You chose to watch in the sidelines, letting all of this shit happen. Oh my god, it keeps getting worse. It keeps getting worse, dude. I reserve the right to refund you for the full amount paid if I no longer wish to work on your project for any reason. But at the very least, she gives the refund to the person if there is no more stuff to read. So, oh, my friend texted me back. Yeah, let me text to my friend. So yeah, sorry about that. Sorry if you guys heard the aggressive clicking. I'm sorry if you guys heard the. Yeah, I was literally typing my friend to my friend on Discord, telling him how much shitty the situation has gotten, how much infinitely worse the situation has gotten. And keep in mind, chat, we're only still in the nanoless section on page 163. So yeah, we're only just at the beginning, chat. There's still more to go, but we gotta keep going. All right, what the fuck is this? September 30th, 2024. A month after my one-on-one collab with Nano, I plan to collab with her, my model rigger, and two of my model sisters. So okay, we have here, as you can see, we have Cinder in the center. We got Nano. We got Buff Pup. We got, is that Twin Tails? Yeah, we got Twin Tails. I don't know who the one on the far right is though. I'm assuming Twin Tails is the rigger. She has to be the rigger. All right, let's see. What do we have here? My model sisters were my friends, and not just the ones shown here. The claims that I tried to sabotage them or had anything against them or any of my other friends due to working with Nano or having her art is blatantly untrue. In my apology, I said, Nano has an amazing skill where she's able to draw each of her VTuber children uniquely, so I was never upset seeing new model siblings. In many cases, I was there cheering them on at their debuts and looking to collab with them as sisters when I could. Here are another two collabs I planned with my two model sisters above. The fact we both had Nano models was celebrated between us. So in this case, it was Buff Pup, and then the other one, actually, I still don't know who this Oni VTuber is. Oh, Yoki? I don't know how to pronounce that shit. I really don't know how to pronounce that name. Here are my conversations with each of them about their models with Nano. I left these conversations uncensored. Again, here's the thing, Cinder. Yes, you may have been friendly with Nano and with all of these other VTubers, but again, in the entire Nano document, it's not you who's gonna take the entire blame. It's your fucking manager, who you should keep in check. All right, let's read this fluff, this conversation. Hi Buff, Nano model is looking so good. Can't wait to see it rigged. I'm so excited. She said she was working on yours earlier, so siblings. Oh yeah, she made the art for my current model too. She's so nice to work with. I'm so happy to see more from her. Oh, cute. I'm excited to see more from her too. She has been a pleasure. Do you have a date planned for a debut yet? Not yet. I'm thinking late July to August, but depends on when things get done. Same. I'm aiming for mine to be mid-late July, but I'm doing a lot of traveling before that, so I'm rushing to get things ready right now. You got this. I'll let you know when that day is, so we make sure we aren't top of it. Esh, extort her? What the fuck? When I know, but honestly, it's looking more August for me. Let me text to my friend. I gotta go back up here because I'm typing to my friend exactly the people who she canceled to who she canceled. Giga, Iron Mouse again. Jesus Christ. So yeah, let's keep reading. Sorry about that. Again, texting my friend because he wanted to know who were the names on the list. I still say that my friend jokingly said, "Yeah, Kurisu is a detective at this point. This is his detective arc." Anyways, what do we have here? But I know honestly, it's looking more August for me. Likewise, I have heard of a lot of potential July debuts, so maybe August is a good choice. I'd also love to plan something fun after we're done being busy with debut stuff, and we can show off our models together. Oh my god, yes, that would be so cute. Nano Sisters. Can't wait to see everything your model can do at your debut. Oh my god, thank you. I can't wait to see yours too. Did she stream yours or it's top secret? But here's a teaser, Lamau. So let's see. This is on January, February. This is on March 2, 2024. Bless you, girl. Thank you for sharing that with me. I appreciate you so much. Those are some really good ideas. You literally fueling my brain right now. I'm gonna see what I can do, and hopefully can do some. I can do cute artsy shorts. Maybe with my re-debut. I'll be so lucky and have someone reaching out to me too. The markers and clips are such a good idea. Why did I ever never think of that? You're literally giving me creative consult for free right now. I PayPal you later. Although I can pay you in spoilers instead, maybe. I I will be your sister. Nano baby, even more hype. But for real, we gotta look out for each other. This job is tough, man. I'm just happy to help if I even can. And if you ever wanna just chill out and vibe again, I'm always down. I love sharing my knowledge. It is I, your baby sister. Yeah, and they keep sharing the pictures of their VTuber models. One day, if I actually do have the budget, chat, I wish I could get myself a VTuber model from Nanoless. Like, I wish I could literally get a VTuber model from Nanoless one day. I wish. This is so gorgeous. I'm so hyped. Well, granted, I don't have that kind of money, so it's gonna take a while for that to happen. Thank you, baby girl. So, you're so damn sweet. I'm always down to chill too, and I'm here to help as well with anything. Thank you. I'm so hyped. It's gonna be so different from what I look like right now. I hope people will like it, but I've been playing around with it and the rigging is so good. It's just a goddess, honest. Blank is just a goddess, honestly. I'm s- I'm so happy she accepted me in the first place. The model has been in the works since September last year. I hope I can debut it on my birthday in April. I'm baby. Wait, we're like full sisters. I love Blank. Girl, everyone's gotta go feral for this. Oh my god. Yep, they're go. Not gonna read that shit. That's literally Cinder's furry side showing. Well, she is a Hellhound VTuber, so that's pretty normal for her, I guess. That's so soon. Yes, 10,000% full blood sisters. Thank you. I'm so happy. Honestly, this is gonna be my very first new model since my debut back in 2021. I know how long and hard you've been working on this. I'm so happy it's finally coming together. What day is your birthday? So I clear that day in my calendar in case it's the big debut day. Thank you, my love. I've been working hard. I've been working hard. Gonna have something else instead of a lore video. I'm doing so much behind the scenes and I'm losing all my hair, so I hope it'll be worth it. It's the 19th of April. Thank you for your support, girl. I love you. Oh yeah, you got this. More music, perhaps? You're literally the sweetest and I love seeing my friends succeed and be happy and do cool stuff. Perhaps. Thank you so much for saying this. You deserve the world, honestly. Poor choice of words. Very poor choice of words, honestly. I'll be your hype gal any day. Da, 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 da. I love you so much. Been wanting to reach out more often since I feel like sometimes we get so focused on this job that everything can seem like networking or work and it's hard to just have normal friend conversations sometimes. So I love to start getting to know you better. I totally get that, honestly. I don't have many people I talk to on a regular basis. It will be nice to have changed. I hope you're doing well though. Otherwise, as a streamer, it's hard to find other things to focus on when you live for content creation. I'm the same way, but I'm hoping that it helps us feel a little less overwhelmed. I had a bit of a crisis about everything last week, Lamau, but I'm feeling a lot better. It feels good to not be the only one who feels like this, but I'm sad that my friends feel like that. Same here. I always get angry like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? You're amazing. While feeling the exact same as them. It's just a constant self-doubt that one has. But I feel like it's coming and going and coming and going. It's normal, I assume. It's just like an artist hating their own art because they currently able to analyze better and seeing the mistakes, but the skilled hands haven't caught up with the mind yet. Kinda, you know what I mean. It's probably similar with content creation. Yeah. Honestly, I relate with what she's saying because as an artist myself, every single time I do an artwork myself, I look at the artwork and I say, fuck, dude, everything I make is fucking garbage, bro. Like, I don't even know if people are gonna like this. I don't know if people are gonna see this artwork in the first place. It's a normal feeling, you know? It's a feeling that it usually like it's a feeling that I don't know, it's wild. It's a wild feeling. That it feels that sometimes you can just do better, you know, as an artist, and you just see a piece of art that you've done and you're like, everything I make is fucking garbage, bro. I could have done better here. We all say not to compare yourself, yet we do it anyway. But what really matters is that we all support each other. Well, comparison is the thief of joy after all. I agree. You have a good heart, girl. Thank you for talking to little me. I admire you. Let's hang out soon. Maybe we can also include Blank since it sounds like she's being a little down lately. Girls' night. Hell yeah, I would love to. Yoshi wanted to show you the new convergence of Sin music video. And do you want to plan a collab after your debut? Alright, what else we got? And here's 2 streams where I supported my model sister Buff Pup's game development endeavors by playing her games on my stream. Telling my fans to support her too because she was my friend. Vichiban made a VTuber FNAF game. Meet your Oshi. Cinder plays Vichiban's new game Stardust Skate. So these are two streams in which Cinder has been supporting Buff Pup on the game development. Hey, wait, March 21, 2025. Wait, this was way after my debut on March 21 because I debuted in January 25, I think, 2025. So yeah, this was literally happening while I was just vibing, bruh. Let's see. October 3, 2024. Actually, wait. I think this, I don't know if this is 2025 or this is 2024. I don't know which one this is, to be honest. October 3rd, 2024. Red messaged Nano to support her about her stream that day and about her projects. Little Tommy is so good. So glad to have you doing art with almost 1,000 viewers. Now you just have to use your mic. Team Cinder is Team Nano. If you want to draw just general art of Cinder on stream and use it for Patreon, you can. We'll definitely help advertise. Got rated by Blank and others too, though. Still, you're keeping people there. Doesn't matter if you got rated. What matters is how many people stay. Wow, Redacted. That's a shitty mentality to fucking have. What do you mean it doesn't matter that you got rated? Dude, getting rated is one of the best feelings that any content creator can have in this platform. The fuck you mean? I get happy every time I get rated. The last time I heard that raid alarm was literally yesterday, but way before that, we haven't had a raid in a while. So imagine my face when my very own raid alarm caught me off guard. And just putting a light deadline on the Angel model. All the toggles and etc. Minus the After Effect parts and the Demon Pyro Power logo on October 14th. I'm not sure how rate numbers works. Okay. We'll have them done until there. As for the model, I pretty much just need the arm toggles to be done. Don't forget the mask too. And if you have done these done sooner than great. Maybe we can fit a Cinder Halloween thing you can stream. Just like for fun art. Not for gamer subs or a debut. I will need to finish the commissions first though. Right, that's what I said. Like, if the commission stuff is done, my brain is limited. The Angel art plus Blank art could wait until November. Like, start of the month. Okay. We love Nano art. Here we go again. Literally fitting her with honeyed words. I love you guys. Me when Nano art. I really feel involved with you guys. Also with gamer stuff. This blank scares me. Well, get used to it. Who is that? Who is that emote? Who is that emote? I want to know. All right, so we have here how many pages are we in? 172 out of 218. We're almost done with the Nano section. Let's go. November 5th, 2024. Red worked with Nano to make sure our projects were spaced to accommodate her. Hey Red, I'm blank and wanted to focus on my well-being. So just wanted to let you know in case I don't handle things. Thank you for the heads up, Nano. Do you think you're still able to do the projects we have? I might be fine if we get 1 per month, 2 at max. Okay, so this month we can do the Angel art. And next month, the label art. Then start 3.0 whenever you're ready, if that works for you. Do you see what I mean, chat? Oh, yeah, this month we can do Angel art. The next one we can do label art. 3.0 can start whenever you're ready. Invoices sent. It's like, dude, You're literally piling her with more work. What the fuck? Oh, music check. In case you guys were wondering, no, that is not the racist moon singing. That's Macac Knight. Get it straight. Know your history, kids. I may be a boomer, but at least I know my shit. I'm 28, so. December 5th, 2024. One of my brand new model sisters organized a nano model sister collab with me and another one of our model sisters. I was happy to agree to it and also streamed it myself. Red sent Nano a picture of us together. This was the one we found out about in February on our IRL trip. Babies. This is the cutest. This is a collab? Yeah, right now. VTuber sisters get chained together. Oh, this is that one game that is literally like only up, but you're literally all in a chain. What do we have here? December 7th to December 14th, 2024. Another example of how Nano was treated by Red. Oh wait. Another example of how Nano was treated by Red. I swear to God. Red, I don't think I can do the hair. What happened? We're doing preps for moving next week. Then Christmas prep. Well, that sounds good. Congrats. Thank you. We'll send pics when we get there. You'll being a huge part of it anyway. Do you think you have time to sketch the short hair so we can figure out a design? Oh my god, dude. She literally told you that she can't do the hair. Don't pressure her. What the fuck? What the fuck? Do not pressure her, bro. Oh, another thing, Nano. When do you think you could start to and finish blank after your move? I'll say on the 16th. I can start earlier if I get the time for it. Cinder 3.0 will be NDA. Yeah, I think all of the projects on the list are. Okay, I'm sorry. Nano, you won. You're a superstar. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Do you guys see what I mean? In order to keep Nano on the strings, he literally says these things literally on the after the conversation is over. Literally to keep Nano on the strings. It's like if Redacted is like a puppeteer and Nano is like the puppet. It's yeah, no, I don't like this guy at all. I really do not like this guy at all. I never followed up with Nano about the short hair design. I was talking about since it wasn't a big deal. If she told you she couldn't do the hair, you should have just left her alone, dude. You're a superstar. I actually won. I can't. If you didn't win, I was gonna riot. I mean, all nominees were huge. Who are the secret models? Being done for a long blank being done for a long time. After Nano won her VTuber award, she posted an image of her current and upcoming models. She told me who these three models were, with one being for one of the people Cinder praised Nano to. My friend sent me a message. Oh, he said fucking yikes. So these are all of the models that Nano literally worked on. Don't know who the ones on the back are, but I know some of these. So you got Cinder in the corner, you got Nano herself, Silver Veil, Cinder again. My god. Hey, wait. Is that my girl Apricot? Yeah, there she is. Yeah, there she is right there. She even did Apricot's model. That's cool. Buff Pup, there's Zen, there's Mayoshi Mousy, Nano again, and then there's Yoshi. I don't know how to pronounce her name still. You guys are gonna have to tell me how to pronounce that shit, because I am so fucking lost. We won Parent of the Year. With it, I wanted to show every model I've done so far. Guess I'll keep birthing. Here's the problem, Nano. As long as you're on a contract with Cinder and her stupid manager, I don't think that's gonna happen. I keep going. Here are my own messages with Nano after she won VTuber Parent of the Year. Nano, oh my god, holy shit, congrats. You won VTuber Parent of the Year. I'm so proud of you. Best mama ever. I'm so proud. You know what's funny? I don't think she's gonna accept male VTuber models. Maybe she might, maybe she won't. But if I have the budget one day, I'm gonna get a commission from Nano. Mark my words. I'm so proud, mama. Thank you so much, Cinder. If it wasn't for my incredible bebes, I would never win. I always vouch for you. Nano to the moon. Dinner's on you today. Fine, I guess. December 27th, wait. Yeah, December. They're both, okay, these are both on December, by the way. December 27th, 2024, December 31st, 2024. So this was literally on New Year's Eve. Another conversation between Red and Nano. As you can see over the course of their messages, Nano's worked with many other people besides us, and it was never a problem. Red often praised her work regardless of who she was working with. Merry late Christmas, Nano. I hope you're feeling better. Wanted to check in on your work schedule and stuff. Hello, Merry Christmas. I'm still working on the Cinder label, getting a few days of rest after moving in sickness. No worries, it's not a big rush. We got lots of other things we can start working on after you're feeling better. Do you have a lot of work outside of Cinder work at the moment? Just 2 projects. Nothing that will slow me down, I believe. Just 2 projects. Nothing that was. Oh yeah, that's exactly what she said. What are they? Are you working on your own stuff again? Blank. And yeah, my personal stuff. But this can just be done whenever I have time. Okay, cool. Work in progress. So cool. Good luck on working with blank. She didn't message me. My message wishing Nano luck was about this. Looking for outfit designers. Please link your portfolio below. Hey, that's Mori. Mori Calliope. Looking for outfit designers. These are some designs I worked on. It should be a huge honor to work with you, Callie. Oh wait, Calliope, yeah. So she's worked on her very own model, which is the Nano model. She worked on the Zen model, worked on the Cinder model shown here, and the VTuber whose name I don't know how to pronounce. I doubt she messaged anyone yet. I'm saying good luck on her picking you. Okay, thank you. Nano, besides the Forbidden Arts model stuff. Wait, did you just say Forbidden Art model stuff? Wait. Somebody's getting banned. How do you feel about drawing? Okay, never mind. That's literally the Forbidden Art. Okay, that's literally the Forbidden Arts. How do you feel about drawing Forbidden Arts? I guess just for yeah, that Forbidden Arts. I'm pretty normal about it. As in you're okay with it, lol. Or like, would you want us to give you that kind of commission over something like merch? Yeah, I used to draw a lot. Gotta use our nano time wisely. Models are our priority though. I'm fine with any of them. I trust you guys using me. Bogey, we can start on the next outfit once the blank is done. And after that, 3.0. He's really obsessed with a 3.0 outfit. The next event in the timeline with Nano was when she and Red made their exclusivity deal. But before we go over that, I want to address why we thought to ask her about exclusivity in the first place. There was another person who we're consistently working with that was artist number 1. They wanted to discuss a permanent paid position with us and suggested some kind of exclusivity for the work they did. Just like with Nano, Red handled any business-related discussions with them, There is more that happened with Artist 1 in Bow and Silvervale sections of this document. Artist number 1 message read to pitch them their idea. Also, when you got time, got some business to talk about. What's up? Okay, so given the past months of pretty much only working on Cinder stuff, the upcoming planned projects of all kinds you had in mind in the workload forecast in general, it got me thinking, and I wanted to pitch an idea your way for you to think about it. It's not small, but I figured I'd float the idea your way and see what you think of it. What do you think of changing the way we do things from a commission based to something more in line with a permanent or salaried position? Since some of the concerns that were brought up before were surrounding availability and being able to clone myself, I was thinking that this way I'd be able to guarantee 40 hours a week dedicated entirely to Cinder, as well as a flexible schedule and availability to match the needs of the team. The full range of my skill set would also be at the disposal of the team. So, in addition to the core disciplines like animation, rigging, VFX, and that kind of stuff, I'd also help out with stuff like project management, graphic design, merch photos, uh, IT, web development, and basically whatever else I can or need it. And since all the work was done as a result, would basically be in house, there'd be no commercial rights or else tied to it. Obviously, no need to answer right straight away. This is not by any means significant, so take the time you need to think about it. It's not an unreasonable ask. What would you be asking for a month's pay? Like with our editor, we pay month to month at a fixed amount. Well, given the wide range of skills, background, and extensive work experience, I was thinking something potentially in the range of blank a month. I'm also open to negotiate, lol. I'll talk to Cinder about it. Uh January 10th, 2024. I don't know if this is in 2024. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is on 2024 or if this is in 2025. I think it's 2024 because this is another person that they're working with. This is not Nano. Artist number 1 message read about the next morning about our video editor and then said they'd be willing to offer some kind of exclusivity due to competitiveness in the field. Oh, here we go again. In the brief conversation Red and I had about it, we agreed that if we were going to pay them consistently for their work, like my video editor, we'd want to work for out some kind of exclusivity with them. I was wondering, the editor you have on payroll, do you have some sort of non-compete exclusivity agreement with them? For example, assuming it blank, he can only edit for you and Bow or something. It is blank, and with him, it's kind of just a spoken agreement thing. We offered him to be exclusive, but he didn't take us up on it. But yeah, he's just us and Bow. Okay, I was asking because I had some time to think about our combo yesterday, reflecting on competitiveness in the field and staying at the top, brought on by the blank bid, and thought that in the event we do work something out, I'd be willing to offer some sort of VTuber non-compete exclusivity policy on some type of work I do. So, for example, things that are pretty unique to Cinder, such as model VX facts, work for the blank, I'd only do exclusively for Cinder. That's something Cinder and I were thinking about too. We didn't really get to talk about it yet, though. This is a large conversation, not by Red, so I'm pretty sure this is very important to read. So, all right, skip reading. The next time Red and I talked about this, he said we should ask Nano for some kind of exclusivity too. Nano had suggested exclusivity to him in September, and talking to artist number one gave him the idea to ask her about it again. In my apology, I said we had come to the conclusion that it'd be in my best interest to talk with Nano about making more time for my projects by negotiating with her to cut out her other work. This was wrong for us to push onto her, and it was wrong to the other creators who wanted the chance of working with her. Yeah, you guys pushed her way too much, to the point where she started canceling projects. What I should have said was negotiating with her to take on less work. We were never thinking about asking her to cut or cancel anything she already had planned. Red and I agreed we should ask Nano to not accept any more brand new model clients and to not make models or outfits for Silvervale anymore. Again, extremely fucking petty. Nano would have more time to work on my projects, and Silver wouldn't be able to get another model from Nano. And I wouldn't be compared to her if she chose to get a new one from someone else. Her artwork commissions and projects with her current model clients wouldn't be touched. This is what I said about Silvervale in my apology in regards to this exclusivity deal. So at the point I was working with Nano consistently, we brought up not making any more models for her. If a VTuber model is how everyone recognizes you, then it'd be harder to compare us directly if we no longer look alike or have that shared similarity. It was a wrong and selfish decision, but it made me feel better, and that's why it was a constant topic with Nano. Red pushed for this harder than I ever did because she knew how it affected me for years. But no matter what the outcome was, I wasn't going to walk away from working with Nano. I don't know why I said it was a constant topic with Nano or that Red pushed harder for this, other than being overly apologetic. Red only had any meaningful conversation about Silver with Nano in May and July of 2023, and two situations that involved her in November 2023 and January of 2025. There was only one specific creator we were responsible for naming and pressuring Nano into reconsidering projects with, and not an entire list. I was overly apologetic here, and saying we were pressuring her was false. Red and I agreed to ask Nano about Silver when talking about exclusivity, which he did. The only projects Nano would have reconsidered would have been future ones. Hers was the only name Red and I discussed. As for the exclusivity with artist number one, Red and I had only agreed that we wanted to have it for their work and didn't talk about naming anyone to them. Oh, red box. Chat. Red box. This is important. Red box. Big red box. January 15th, 2025. This was when Nano and Red made their exclusivity deal. I didn't know Red was planning to talk to her about it that day, or even knew he had until after they had already come to an agreement, without my involvement. Red brought this up to Nano in the private DMs, and not in our server chat, while all three of us were. The quotes from my apology above refer to this deal they made. In Nano and Bao's documents, this conversation was presented out of order and purposely left out information. Oh god, here comes Red opening his big fat mouth. This was the second of 4 total times with 3 different artists I had ever specifically asked anyone to not work with someone else, which are all presented in this document. In instance, it was a negotiations for an exclusivity deal. So again, you're literally telling her not to work with other people, which again, it can damage you as an artist themselves, because as an artist, you want to put your name out there, not be exclusive to one creator, you know? Would you be open to some kind of model exclusivity deal, or are you planning on taking on more new kids? I don't mind taking it. I'm not sure how to make it a fair deal. I have some ideas, but what do you think you need to make it work for you? Yeah, I have no idea. I never been on this situation. I mean, like, if we wanted to have some kind of model exclusivity, what would you need to make that sustainable for you? Maybe you can share one of your ideas and I can check what I think. Okay, so I got some ideas for this, I guess. I was driving. What are you thinking? Okay, so ask help from my friends. They don't know it's you, don't worry. So a monthly fee calculating my monthly earnings. Also, how long would this be in if this counts for models I already worked on? Well, I think the main things we're looking for are for you not to take on brand new model clients and to not make any new model or outfits with Silver Veil again. Again, extremely petty behavior. For a manager, that is still extremely petty behavior. You'll still be able to work on models and outfits with all of your other existing babies, and your artwork commissions wouldn't be affected. Again, you're essentially telling her do not make models for new clients, which again, pretty fucking scummy. What I told Nano we were looking for was exactly what Cinder and I agreed to, not taking on any brand new model clients and not to make any more models or outfits with Silver Veil. Existing model clients and artwork commissions wouldn't be affected. This was so Nano would have more time to focus on our projects, and was the only other time since November 23 that I ever mentioned anything about the value of Nano's models, the more they were. I wanted to preserve the value of Nano's models like Cinder's, and the more models Nano accepted, the more recurring clients she'd have, meaning she'd have less time for any projects we may ask her to for. Again, I will say this again, you do not own Nanoless. Find another model. Models were the most time consuming thing she did. We never considered including and cutting off any of Nano's existing model clients since many of them were our friends, besides Silver. Cinder has always been supportive of anyone who's debuted a model by Nano. Yeah, but here's the problem, Red. You put a lot of pressure on Nanolist. Not right now. You're telling her don't accept commissions from other people, which again is pretty as a business perspective is pretty bad. Why would you do that? One of our concerns is that more nano means nano models don't have the same value anymore. Again, if everybody's super, no one is. This motherfucker's starting to look like Syndrome right now. I'm talking about the villain from The Incredibles, the gingered hair fucker. Yeah, that guy. If everyone is super, no one is. Literally the same fucking analogy. And second is that there's a few people that we just would rather not be able to have a model from you. Maybe not any new babies at all. The reason why I brought this up at all is that there's been a lot of bias with another one of our partners with certain creators, and we rather these creators not have what makes Cinder unique, which is your artwork. Just drama. May I know who are those people? Silver, Bow, and Cotton. Oh yeah, I have Bow on my list. Well then, I brought up this conversation too late. It's okay, Nano. You don't need to make any changes. Are you sure? I'm not really down on working with people who Cinder don't want to. Yeah, but wouldn't this be the second time you're canceling on her? Plus, none of this can leave our chat. It's so funny how he says none of this can leave our chat, yet you're displaying it right now for the entire world to see. Which way is it? Oh my god! And the list that they showed earlier also. Okay, yeah, the music's still there. Yeah, the music's still there. Again, honestly, this list is just just what are they thinking? Silver, Bao, and Cotton were the ones affected by this. Simply because both Cinder, well, not Cinder, but simply because Red has a personal vendetta against these VTubers. Especially Bao. He literally has a huge vendetta against Bao and Silvervale. Oh, Testament, here we go. I suggest you prepare yourselves for this one. I chose to include Bao's name to get even with her for what I thought she did, which is explained in her section, and I threw Cotton's name in there for hurting a friend and because I knew she was on Nano's waitlist in the past. Wait. I threw Cotton's name in there for hurting a friend because I knew she was on Nano's waitlist in the past. Okay, so you're telling me that you threw Cottontail's name in there because she hurt a friend and because you knew that she was on Nano's list. That is extreme levels of pettiness, dude. That is literally extreme levels of pettiness, bro. No. Not Redacted, you should be fired as a manager. I'm sorry. I don't even know how. Consider yourself lucky you're Cinder's manager, because if you were to take on any other manager work, I would have fired your ass a long time ago. Holy fucking shit. Like, okay. You can talk shit. Here's the thing, chat. Honestly, I don't mind if people talk shit to me. You know, I don't mind if people talk shit to me. But if somebody talks shit about any of my friends, my family, or anyone I care about, nah, those motherfuckers ain't going scot-free. I'm not gonna let these motherfuckers go scot-free. I'm not about canceling people, but this is a motherfucker that deserves to be canceled. I'm sorry. It's like they're asking for it at this point. Neither of them were ever discussed with Cinder, and Cinder strongly disagreed with what I thought about Bao. But if I was going to make a deal with Nano, then I wanted to try to include Bao at the very least. Including their names here was entirely on me. Oh yeah, now you admit it. Oh, now you admit it. I think my words aged great here. Yeah, let's see, your words about doesn't matter how much you whine on Twitter that nobody's gonna forgive you for it. Yeah, you don't deserve that forgiveness. I'm so sorry, Red. You don't like this statement is ass. You don't deserve any forgiveness right now. I think you're worse than Cinder, by the way. Again, you're lucky that Cinder didn't stop you. I didn't want them to be able to get a model from Nano, but I wasn't looking to have her cancel anything on anyone. I knew Nano didn't have anything lined up with Silver. The last time I heard she had Cotton down for a model was when she canceled it in 2023. And I was under the impression that Bao moved on to another artist after Nano canceled on her for the first time in August, since that was the last time Nano mentioned it. I had no idea Nano even had Bao on her to-do list again, so I said it was fine to leave things as they were when Nano revealed it to me. I did feel bad about the idea of Nano canceling on Bao a second time, even if I didn't want her to work with Nano, and I would have left it there. Nano asked me if I was sure and said she's not down to work with people. Cinder didn't want her to. Cinder only agreed to ask Nano about Silvervale and did not agree with me about Bao. Before this, I was using we and our like I would in any conversation with any one of our partners. But if Nano was okay with what she wanted, I made sure to tell her how we both felt in an overzealous attempt to get even with Bao. I took advantage of that and made it sound like Cinder agreed with my feelings about her. Made Cinder agree with my feelings about her, and I knew it wasn't true. It was the only time I lied about anything to Nano, and it was wrong of me to do this. Everything I said in this conversation were my own thoughts. My hesitancy and Nano's reassurance were both left out of Nano and Bao's documents. So you admit you're a piece of shit. So from this statement, you just agree that you're a piece of shit. Because you took advantage of the words we and our to kind of speak for Cinder when she didn't knew about this shit. This is literally the type of behavior that this motherfucker has. Again, I would have fired him a long ass time ago if he kept with this shit. Dude, redacted, go fuck yourself, bro. And keep in mind, this is only the Nanoless document. We're not even at the other documents yet. We're only in one of them, chat. This motherfucker is already giving me all the information I need about him as a person, and from my point of view, I would hate to sit next to this guy at a fucking dinner table. I will always be staring at him with an evil eye. Hell, I'd be pointing at him with a gold eagle if that was the case. Just in case he tries something fun, he tries or says anything funny. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding about the deagle part. But this guy just rubs me the wrong way. He's just. I still think he's worse than Cinder, 100%. And again, keep in mind, we still have more documents to go. This is only the beginning. How many documents do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 documents left. And this is literally the 4th document. I knew about what happened with Cotton and a friend, and I distanced myself from her because of it. But I absolutely do not agree that it was a good reason for Red to involve her. What happened had nothing to do with me, and it wasn't our place to do anything like this because of it. Yeah, it wasn't your fault. That was Red's fault. Your partner, your manager. That was his fault. What Red described to Nano below was his incorrect theory about Bao making her editor, Sakramore, go exclusive with her because of Boss Rush's music video he made. I knew he thought this way in December, but I never agreed with him, and he held it against her. I was completely unaware that any of this was told to Nano. I should have talked to Bao about it, but I never did. Oh my god, all of this conflict could have been avoided if you only just talked. But no, you just kept it piling up and decided to do a fucking document when all this shit could have been a YouTube video on its own. Hell, if Wolfie can do a 4-hour YouTube video, I'm pretty sure that I would rather watch a 4-hour YouTube video explaining this shit than reading 1,008 pages of Google documents, because most of this information is literally ass. And your manager is still a piece of garbage, by the way. Redbox, by the way, this is a very important text right here. Plus, none of this can leave our chat. Of course, I wanted to understand it better. Specifically, if I cancel her for the 2nd time. Well, with Silver, she's giving a lot of bias and priority to gamers at gamer subs. Sometimes over Cinder, and we can't really confront them about it. And plus, she's gone 3D already. Cotton hurt one of our friends pretty bad, and I can't really say much more than that since it's not my drama to get into. If it's not your drama to get into, then why are you budging your head in? Bao's been getting on our nerves for a while. Again, using the word our. Our, Red. Our. No. Bao has not been getting on all of your nerves. Bao has been getting on your nerves. So counter argument right there. She hijacked your YouTube editor a while ago and is constantly picking up artists that you work with. Yeah, I'm correcting the words he said, chat. I've gotten to know her better being friends with her, but she really rubs me the wrong way with the things she does. Yes, this is I'm literally auto correcting what Redacted is saying. I wanted to try and safeguard my most important artist from her since she's already taking my editor. And I don't mean taking like he doesn't work with me anymore, but he does. But he has to dedicate time for her now, and sometimes that gets in the way of my projects. Do you see how different that fucking sounds? Also, one of Bao's music video editors is the one that did the Boss Rush music video. And I'm 99% sure she told him not to do any work with me. But like, model art is the most important thing. That's a VTuber's entire image. Again, this is all secret talk. It's secret talk, yet you're displaying it for the whole world to see. Well, this is actually in SINDER'S documents, but you know what I mean. Like, this conversation staying as a secret is completely meaningless because this is public information at this point. I'd rather work with Cinder than Bao, don't worry. Being Cinder's mom means a lot to me. Well, I love working with you. Cinder wouldn't be Cinder without Nano. Okay, but like, let me tell you the tea about the music video thing. Yeah, this is when Red literally told Nano about the whole music video about Boss Rush. Bao had original songs last year that had music videos by her editor, and the songs flopped. Her editor met us at TwitchCon, in this case actually Silver and Red, and was saying that he loved to work with us, practically jumping through the hoops to get something planned. We managed to have him squeeze in the Boss Rush music video between his work with Bao. He says he loved working on it and is super excited to work on the next music video project. Boss Rush's song blows up, and he's credited as the editor. I asked him when he's free to do the next project. All of a sudden, he changes his mind and is only working with Bao going forward. No explanation. Alright, here we go. More insanity to read. More of Red's constant bias. My comment about Silvervale and Gamer Subs was based on our personal opinion about things we saw. Silver using her 3D model predominantly at the time was one way we justified asking Nano this. I didn't say anything about Cinder's insecurities about comparisons between them, but Cinder talked to Nano about it when Nano went to her about canceling our agreement. My message about Cotton was cut out of the screenshot in Nano's document, but in Bao's document, I don't know why Nano would do that to herself, and would later say to me, I don't really care about Bao and Cotton. Nano messages saying, I rather work with Cinder than Bao, don't worry, being Cinder's mom means a lot to me, were removed as well, and this was framed as me showering her with love to manipulate her, instead of it being me responding to what she said, like what actually happened. Okay, so if she deleted that shit, then why did you took the pictures though? It wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't have made sense if she deleted the thing and you didn't have the time to take this picture to make this document. Like, something doesn't add up. Red, stop making excuses. Take responsibility for once. Song check. Do you see the kind of lies that he's spreading here? Oh my god, so chat, a manipulator and also a liar. Wow, couldn't have guessed it myself. When I told Nano that Bao's songs flopped, I was referring to how Bao thought of them, implying that I thought it was motivation for her to do what I was telling Nano. This wasn't explained to Nano at the time, but it's explained in Bao's section. Plus, none of this can leave our chat, and again, this is all secret talk, was to keep this from everyone, including Cinder. You didn't even plan to tell Cinder about it. You literally did not plan to tell... I had to put the emote, chat. I literally had to put the fucking emote. Didn't even told Cinder about it. Oh my fucking god. The image of the chat from Nano's document with the message about Cotton edited out. Of course, I wanted to understand it better. Wait, what do you mean edited out? So this is like, okay, so they're both the same, but I want to see exactly what is it that, because there's a difference here. Image from Nano's document with a message about Cotton edited out. Okay. The image of the chat from Bao's document containing the message about Cotton. Wait, so there's more? Okay. Let me see what we have here. What the fuck? I wanted to understand it better. Especially if I cancel her for the second time. Well, with Blank, she's been giving a lot of bias and priority at Gamersub, sometimes over Cinder, and we can't really confront them about it. And plus, she's gone 3D lately. Okay, so here's a difference. Bao has been getting on my nerves for a while. She hijacked my YouTube editor a while ago and is constantly picking up artists that we work with. Okay, let me see the difference here. Blank hurt one of our friends pretty bad, and I can really say much more than that, since it's not my drama to get into. Blank has been getting on my nerves, which, wait. The blank was Bao. That blank was Bao. And in the case of the other blank, that must have been Silver or Cotton. Probably Cotton. No, actually, that's Silver Veil. Never mind. Yeah, I'm putting 2 and 2 together. This blank is Silver Veil, and this blank over here is Cotton. No, this is Bao, my bad. This is Silver Veil. This other blank here, that was Cotton. What's the point of blurring the names, though? Yeah, Bao has been getting on your nerves. Alright. So you're telling me that... Okay, here's the thing. Here's what I see in this situation. In the case of Cotton, maybe nonetheless cut it out because she didn't want Cotton to be involved in all this shit. But the image of the chat from Bao's document that contained the message about Cotton, I think you guys, I don't know if you guys added that up or Nano. I'm thinking that Nano didn't want to involve more people into this shit. So maybe that's the reason as to why they literally cut it from their document. And besides, it doesn't change anything if the same wording is in both areas. Yeah, all of it may have been secret talk, but it doesn't fucking matter anymore. And besides, what's the point of showing 2 and 2 images of Find the Difference when they literally have the same one? You chose to blur Bao's name when Nano chose to show it in full display. At least Nano had the cojones to show Bao's name in there, and you guys didn't. Who do you think the better person here is? Huh? All of a sudden, she changes his mind and is only working with Bao going forward, no explanation. There's some context missing since I know how Bao is behind the scenes. But basically, I don't have a music video editor for now for my next big boss rush project. I think Bao got pissed at her editor that her editor did an original song music video with her friends without her knowing, and it did 100 times better than her original songs last year. She locked him up so no one else could work with him, and then had him make it public on Twitter that he was only working with her going forward. Like a literal announcement tweet. Oh shit. Yeah, okay, that's super weird. Anonymously in-house. As in, will never be credited publicly, so no one who does this work will for Bao. Oh, it's literally it, lol. This is literally reads like a hostage note. I asked to be anonymous since I like to separate from being known as a freelancer. Dude, this is even, the more I read this shit, the worse it gets. The more I read this shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was mad at Bao for what I thought was her gatekeeping her music video editor, Sakramor, from working with us on any other music videos. The other things I said about Bao were all non-issues that became a list of grievances after what I thought she did. There are more details about this in Bao's section of the document. It sounded so harsh because I was angry about it. And I was venting to someone I trusted about something I genuinely believed happened. I thought that if she was going to gatekeep her editor, then I was going to try gatekeeping our artist. I couldn't see what I thought happened making sense any other way. Everything I said here I believed and was true to my own observations and experiences. They were not lies I was making up just because. I now know I was wrong. Nana was the only person I told my feelings and theory about Bao other than Cinder. Again, you just revealed to Nanoless and to the entire world how much of a grudgeful idiot you are. Low-key, you kind of remind me of someone. Not gonna mention their name though. But I always say that holding a grudge against someone can literally lead to destructive behavior, and to the point where it not only affects you, but it affects the people around you. And because of your little stunt, because of your little destructive behavior, look how Cinder got fucked up. Cinder got fucked up like spectacularly. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Cinder got fucked up spectacularly because of your own idiocy. And again, you are her manager, so she has to take some responsibility because of you. I asked to be anonymous since I like to separate from being known as a freelancer. No one does this. No one decides to do this on their own. This was 2 weeks after Boss Rush came out. Yeah, it's just pretty weird, lol. And now she's been barking up the tree of one of our Live 2D animators. So like, and you and Nano and a Nano model. Yeah, looking for me sounds sus for sure. It's so annoying. I don't know, man. Oh. She has a way of guilt-tripping people to get her way. We can do a deal. I'll cancel my model with Bao, like forever. Nano said, oh, we can do a deal. I'll cancel my model with Bao, like forever. And then suggested I pay for her own model rigging in return below, which she discount from our page project payment. Nano made me an offer to cancel Bao's model that benefit her, and was okay with doing it for what what ultimately zero out to doing to what ultimately zero out to nothing. This was not shown in Nano or Bao's documents. So she's still charging you for canceling other people's models, which again is a fair trade because again she's charging you for damages. Because you're literally sabotaging other people's projects. I have a model rigging with blank again. So paying for me and I discount from next payment. How much is the blank rigging and when do you need it? I think it will be around 2K to 3K. She will start later this month, I guess. Is it through PayPal? Yeah. About new babies, that will be another deal. What about? We can pay blank for you and you don't have to discount it from the next payment. And we'll continue giving you lots of model work. I think for this year right now. But you don't work with Bao, Cotton, or Silver at all again. Models or art. Again, extreme pettiness showing. I don't think you've ever done anything with Bao or Cotton before. We also have another gamer subs label for you too. The AFK. Is there any way to add a little bit more since Silver still asks for art every now and then? We could do it like when Silver asks for art. You tell her no and then they tell us to buy another art piece. More nonsense to read. Here we go. Nano told me we'd have to make a separate deal for new model clients, separate from her proposed idea about Bao's cancellation and her model rigging payment. That deal is what she earlier said she wants some kind of payment for. Instead of focusing on new model clients, I chose to focus on the people I listed to her and offered the deal above. She said she wanted some kind of payment agreement for new model exclusivity, which would be another deal, but I didn't refuse to pay her for it like it was claimed. The original proportion was only over models, but since I pivoted and new model clients were off the table and we were just talking about these three, I suggested that it include all work. I told her she wouldn't have to pay us the few thousand for her rigging back from her offer, and I guarantee her as many projects as she wanted. She worked with Silver occasionally, never with Cotton, and only with Bao on her model, so she wouldn't be missing out on income. We wouldn't be ready to replace. We could do it like when Silver asks for art. You tell her no and then tell us to buy another art piece. Like, so you still get a job from it. It do be fair, but okay. Can I ask for a Demon Cinder figure? I will ask about it right now if you want one. Yay, deal. Let me see what blank says. Shit. I don't think they're shipping internationally to customers for this one. But I'm gonna tell him to get one to you. It do be fair, but okay. Can I ask for Demon Cinder figure? Yay, deal. Red, you're literally just repeating the words from Nanoless. When again, you're literally the manipulator here. Nobody's buying it. Let me just keep reading all this shit. And then I'll make my final judgment on the Nanoless section. What the fuck is this chat? You're getting a demon figure, lol. Then we have a deal. Okay, just to make sure. No work at all with Bao, Cotton, or Silver for. Continue giving you model work and various art commissions. We pay for blank rigging for you, and you don't need to pay us back. You've sent a free demon figure. Yes. Ay, Nano. I'll have sleepy references in the other chat for you ASAP. But if you want to start on the AFK label art in the meantime, you can. I don't know if I ever send the template. I don't know if I have the template. Wait a minute. Okay, yet another testament of nonsense. Here we go. They're trying to put the blame on Nano, by the way. From all of this that I'm reading, they're literally trying to put the entire... They are trying to put the entire blame literally on Nanoless. And honestly, it's not working. It's literally not working. Well, not Cinder putting the whole blame on Nano, but Red putting the whole blame on Nano. Nano and I went back and forth and negotiated a deal that we both agreed to do. It was a deal made on each other's word, and there was no contract involved. She had equal say in what she'd want or need out of our deal before agreeing to it. She was fully aware of what she was agreeing to and was completely capable of turning me down if she had chosen to. And I would have accepted that like always. But if I knew all along I could just manipulate Nano to do whatever I wanted, which in this case you do know, like I had allegedly done a counter argument like you did before, including canceling models, why didn't I just do that instead of making any kind of deal with her in the first place? The way you manipulated her, Nano, is that you kept piling more work on her. You kept sweet talking her and saying, "Oh, your models are amazing. Oh, this and that. Oh, we don't want you working with these people." That's called manipulation, whether you like it or not. That's literally called manipulation. I know because I met a person like that once. You're not getting scot-free from this one, bro. I know what manipulation looks and sounds like because I've met a person who was equally, if not more manipulative. I know this type of shit. You can't fool me. You cannot fool me, Red. You just can't, bro. This is a mutual agreement made between both of us. She made the offer to cancel Bao's model. We negotiated. Well, because you spilled the tea that shouldn't have been spilled, that's why. And both of us agreed to the deal we made. But the end of this conversation and the final terms of our deal were never shown in Nano's document. Also, I didn't refuse to pay for exclusivity like it was falsely claimed in her document. I was absolutely open to exclusivity payments just like I was to artist number 1, our video editor, shown in Bao's section, and artist number 2 in Silver Veil's section. Nano suggested it for model exclusivity, but like she said, that would be another deal. I moved on from what to focus on the 3 people I brought up, and both sides agreed to this deal without revising the idea of payments again, other than us paying for her model rigging. There was no manipulation, and I didn't lie to her about what I actually believed at the time. I did and always have cared about our friends. Yeah, right. This is why I take everything with a grain of salt. I did and always have cared about our friends. I was under the impression that what Bao did was against me, Cinder, Tricky, and Vienna, and Cotton hurt another one of our friends I cared about. I made this mistake in trying to do what I thought was right by them at the time without considering the people it would affect. Here's the problem with that statement, redacted. Here's the biggest problem with that statement. Nobody's buying it. Nobody's buying this shit. Like, all of this testament that you put up here, and the thing that, oh, if I allegedly knew that I was manipulating her, it's not allegedly. You were manipulating her. Like, all this statement, all of these words that Red is putting up, these words are ass. These words are completely fucking stupid, irrelevant even. After this happened, I was told Nano agreed she wouldn't work with Silver Veil at all anymore. We continue working with Nano on lots of projects like we've always done. We'd fully pay for Nano's new models rigging, and she'd be sent a free demon figure. Ren never told me that Bao and Cotton were ever talked about or included in their agreement, or that Bao had another model that was cancelled. Their deal didn't include the part about Nano not taking any new model clients who had talked about before, but I was okay with leaving it as I was told it was. Like I said in my apology, Regarding the exclusivity deal made between them, I had no part in the direct negotiations of their eventual agreement, and I had no knowledge of Bao and Cotton being included in this list. If I had known my friends were included, I would have said something to put a stop to it. I was only aware of it being about one person, who I was unfairly pursuing. There is nothing tangible I can show to prove that I didn't know what happened between them. I can't prove I didn't know something. I didn't tell Cinder everything because I knew she disagreed with me about Bao, and she'd get pissed. I was confident she wouldn't find out about it, though with how all of the business discussions with Nano were through me, and even if she did later, then it would already be long gone. Since Cinder wouldn't have told Bao about it after the fact either. I was stubborn and wanted to get back at the kind of person I thought Bao was, more than keeping Cinder's feelings in my mind. I didn't mention Cotton's name to Cinder either, because I didn't know how she'd react. Mana, the goddess of energy! She's a goddess! We don't know how she'll react! Sorry, I'm sorry, chat, I had to get that out of the system. I didn't mention Cotton's name to Cinder either, since I didn't know how she'd react. My god. Sorry about that joke. I had to get it out of my system. Oh my god. And I didn't want her to find out about Bao. She only agreed to Silver, and so that's all I told her. As a manager, that is a huge mistake because you're supposed to tell your VTuber all the conversation that you're having. Because again, you're her manager. You're supposed to work something with Cinder and see what works and what doesn't. And if you knew that she disagreed with Bao, like, you should have still told her, dude. You should have still told her. But keeping the conversation an entire secret, even to the point where even Cinder doesn't know about it, no. Just no. Oh my god, just a few pages and I can be free of the Nano document, just so I can continue with the other ones. This may be the longest document in the entire 1008 pages. This document alone is 218 pages, bro. And it's already draining my sanity, little by little. So I don't think Duck is gonna be enough to keep me sane from that. Shortly after the deal was made with Nano, and he told me about it, Red messaged artist number 1 about our thoughts on their agreement. Okay, thoughts on the thing. We aren't against the idea of paying you month to month to have you as a permanent team member. However, we're concerned we won't get the full use of your services, since things like project management, graphic design, IT, and web development may not be, or always be applicable. And I put project management here because as of right now, I wouldn't be like full project management, but more so help with animation and commissions with artists like we've been doing. It also depends on what your monthly payment would cover. For instance, with Blank, we pay him a set of number that includes X videos per month, plus extra to cover just general channel management. So would your monthly pay include unlimited services or only X number of animations, etc. The pay you're asking for it also isn't unreasonable given your skill set. But like I said before, I don't know how much will be applicable to us month to month. So it probably won't be able to go as high as your ask. Cinder and I both agree that some kind of exclusivity non-compete agreement would be important to do too. With how much you're working with us, you have the example of the model VFX or Blank. But we'd probably want to extend that to VTuber work in general, including rigging, animation, VFX, merch photos, video work, etc. There's a few people we compete that we'd rather withhold our work from if agreeable. So it could be a case by case basis. As for this, no plans at the moment. Okay, give me a couple minutes to go through the points. Okay, so what would be covered? No set number of things, whatever that needs working on or need help with. Each project is so different in terms of scope or type that it doesn't really make much sense to those set to an arbitrary number, in my opinion. Like some projects can span more than a month, like blank. Like blank hat was over 400 hours. But some other projects are done in like 2 or 3 days, like the mass teaser thing. That's why I originally mentioned like a set number of hours instead of certain number of pieces of content. So I guess the unlimited service is like you put it. Regarding exclusivity, here are my thoughts. I have no problem granting exclusivity for the following VTuber work or work to be done for a VTuber. Model VFX, model rigging, illustrated model rigging, merch photos, and IRL media. When I said there's a few people we compete with that we rather withhold your work from, if agreeable, I was thinking of giving them the same names I had given Nano. They had told me recently that they started working with Bao, and they've worked with Silver in the past. Cinder and I didn't talk about any names to give to artist number 1. For all kinds of illustrated animations, or like AE stuff, I would prefer leaving that open for 2 reasons. Creative Cinder, fatigue, and exposure growth. What do I mean by that? In order to not get fatigued creatively of always doing the same things or theme all the time, I'd still like the ability to take on other projects on the side as a form of palette cleanser, if you will. Now, this is a good deal because, again, you're saying to yourself, I'm not going to do work exclusively for Cinder because I want to expand my brand, you know? Something like that. I want to keep the same consistency and quality of services provided and want to avoid having a dip in those because I'm doing fire all the time, for example. And for the exposure or growth, I'm not talking about the exposure I get from working with other folks, but to what I would be exposed in terms of working material and the potential for learning. Things like different art styles, illustration compositions, methodologies, ideas, etc. The kind of stuff that has the potential to improve my abilities by working with different stuff and as a result, being able to apply those new skills to the daily work I do with y'all. I, for example, work while working on one of Bao's projects, it had a very specific way water was drawn that I had to replicate and ended up creating a really cool effect that now serves as my general blank effects, lol. That said, it'd be okay to limit the range of potential clients to my past or current clients list, which I can provide, and not take on any new clients or get them approved first. Oh my god, it's just so much. Oh my god, this is too much. No. I do understand your points about exclusivity. Could you send me the past current VTubers you've worked with and the kind of work you did for them, or any VTuber related work? Silvervale, all of this. Bao, all of this. I don't know if you consider blank a VTuber, but I've done all kinds of stuff for her, including blank. I'd say the most likely that would apply or be relevant is Silver and Bao, to be honest. I don't I also don't want to overlook myself, Lamau. Do you have a list of folks you compete directly with? LOL. I mean, from the list you sent, Bao and Silver for sure. The rest, no. Alrighty, let me know where we can go from there. Because Silver didn't like Cinder, and I had something against Bao now, I consider Bao and Silvervale competition. Artist number 1 didn't know either of our thoughts on Silvervale or Bao. Unlike what I told Nano, I didn't bother to bring up Cotton's name since she never interacted with artist number 1. This was the third or four total times with 3 different artists that I had ever specifically asked anyone to not work with someone else, which are all presented in this document. So you're just showing another artist how much of a piece of shit you are. This is all in the Nano document, by the way. January 16, 2025. The next day, artist number 1 sent Red a document that laid out everything in their agreement. Alrighty. I have started to write a document that kind of covers everything we've been discussing and additional stuff. I just thought about regarding the thing that should keep navigate this whole thing and hopefully help with the discussions and what ends up being agreed upon. I don't think there was anything officially confirmed or agreed, so everything there is kind of open to change at the moment. Please take a look and let me know what you think. No news on the samples yet, but they said they might not have things for you. But for future drops, they'll be able to send things your way. RIP. Oh my god, this is so organized, lol. I'll show this to Cinder after her stream. You could send the link in the project server chat too. In the SFW anime channel. Safe for work anime channel? Yeah. Sure. Should we also move the discussion there as well? Yeah, we can move it there. Artist number 1 sent a written agreement to go over. Okay. As far as I remember, there was a carve out for both Silver and Bao, and I didn't push for this to be changed. Regardless of what I said the night before, they were their clients already and left things open to work with them. I had them posted in our project server to discuss it there and where Cinder could see herself. This agreement with artist number 1 never actually happened due to other reasons that delayed us finalizing things. This was around the time where I already debuted. This was at this time on February. I was just vibing at this time. What the fuck was going on in this? What the hell was going on in this date? Like I was vibing, bruh. I was literally vibing. I think maybe at that time of the year, I may have been playing the Pixel Remaster, TCG Card Shop Simulator, or more Balatro. I don't remember what I was playing at the time. But I know I was playing something. That I remember. Nano canceled the exclusivity deal she made with Red about a month after it was made so she could work with Cinder. This conversation with Red wasn't included at all in Nano's document. Only my DMs with her. Nano faced no repercussions from either of us for going back on her word, and Silverveil didn't lose out on any projects with Nano because of her agreement with Red. I still think what Red did is pretty fucking shitty. Red. Hi Nano. I'm waiting to hear from GamerSuts about the label before having you do more to it. What's up? I'm fine. I'm working on the model meanwhile. So it's about the exclusivity thing. I don't think I can do this to Silver, cause she's still a friend to me, and it hurts me to do so. I don't really care about Bao or Cotton, so I was wondering I could pay back the figure and the rigging with our current commissions. I understand if you think that's unfair from my side. Honestly, I thought I had the guts. Also, let me know if any plans made so far are changing after this. We'll still send you the figure, and you can just discount blank cost from the model. We'll think about what the plans are after our current 2 projects. Would you agree not to do models at least, or is what you're talking about? Okay, I appreciate the figure. Yeah, I'll think about it. She didn't talk about models just in case. Okay, thanks, Nano. Nano, can I ask what you're working on for Silver? If it's blank? It's a blank. Gotcha. I don't really care about Bao and Cotton. You manipulated her into literally doing work for you. And because of the shit that you've literally been telling her about bowing Cotton. So of course she's gonna feel that way and say those things. Nano couldn't keep her word on the deal she agreed to because Silvervale asked her for a commission. Nan okay, Silver lost no work with Nano, just like in November of 2023. Silver was the tipping point for her, so I don't know why she agreed to our deal to begin with. Nano still had no problem sharing with me exactly what she was doing for Silver over a week later. I never got confirmation from Nano that she canceled Bao's model a second time before or after she walked back our agreement, and I never asked. I had mostly moved on from my volatile feelings towards Bao, and I no longer consider her competition, even if I didn't have a favorable opinion of her. She was still Cinder's friend. She was still Cinder's friend, but you still consider her competition. Which again, it's still a pretty toxic mindset. Nano went back on our agreement only a week after we got paid for her model rigging on February 3, 2025. The one she asked out for our deal. Music check. I always go on the other tabs for music check. Okay, you just sent a payment, covered all this shit. Invoice number, Rick Nanoless. Thanks for using PayPal. It may take a minute for this transaction to appear in your account. February 11th, 2025. Nano messaged me the next day about her walking back on the deal she made with Red. She had already talked with me about her canceling the agreement specifically to work with Silver on something. She didn't mention Bao or Cotton at all to me. And Silver didn't lose out on any opportunity with Nano due to this deal. Nano got tired of hearing about Silvervale, and I didn't want to be involved in any issues regarding her, but didn't say anything about keeping her out of drama to Red. She faced no backlash from Red or I from going back on her word, even though I was upset because this was my last resort to try ending the comparisons between Silver and I was content with Nano working on what she wanted to and didn't hold it against her like always. Quote about this form for my apology. When Nano had messaged me about this agreement almost a month later, I was under the assumption this was only about Silvervale. I was upset and my initial messages to her were very guilt-trippy. But I wasn't going to force Nano to do anything she wasn't okay with and tried reassuring her that I was okay with her decision. Gotta drink some water because holy shit. Oh, red boxes. This shit's important. Cinder, just wanted to say sorry for stepping back on the exclusivity deal. Wanted to apologize personally to you since I've only talked about that with Red, but I just don't want to be dragged on any personal issues like that. After all, Silver's still a client and it makes me anxious and kind of destroys my mental to do this kind of deal. Just wanted to let you know I still love working with you and Red, but I understand if things don't work out because of Silver. I just love my clients. That is all. I get it, Nano, and it was unfair to push this on you. But it's just really confusing going back and forth about it. I just get compared to her a lot, even still today, and it's like I'm always living in someone's shadow, which is one reason why Red asked about not making any more models for her. And when you said I understand if things don't work out, it makes me feel like you're okay with not working with me anymore, which hurts so much after all this time. I really appreciate you, Nano, and it's your decision who you ultimately work with. But this is how I've been feeling. Now you see, Cinder uses a language of I. How do I feel? How do I feel about this thing? She's not like Red who goes like, we don't agree with this. Oh, we don't want you to work with this person. Cinder is speaking for her. She's not speaking for both. I still think they're both bad though. I don't really see the point of keeping thinking about being compared to Silver. You're so much bigger already. You've done so much more. As in today's standards, I don't think that's the case. But I would never give Silver any priority over you. Also, there's not even any model for her being discussed. I just want to sleep clear-minded. Also, I'm fine not doing her models, but at least GamerSub's art stuff will be fine with me. I don't want to be 100% an asshole to her. That's all. It's not me, but other people's opinions of us. I'm just trying to not get involved in any drama that other people want to talk about comparing us. But I understand where you're coming from, Nano. There's no hard feelings. Sorry about this. My mental is just a bit weak. Same, girl. I'm so sorry for bringing this to you. I want you to get that money. The whole situation is just kind of sucky. I want to just get along. I understand if things don't work out about this, but it will be mostly if you hate me for not burning Silver down from my list. I will never hate you. Thank you and same. I'm just an insecure bitch. I love everything we've done together and I want to keep doing more. People saying dumb shit online just makes me stressed. They can suck on mine. You the best. Thank you for powering through my recent commissions. I hope your power doesn't stay out for too long. Thank you, happy to serve. Also, thank you for talking to me. Sometimes dealing just with Red makes me a bit anxious. I'm sorry you felt pressured about this. He's just looking after me. He loves your stuff, and I'll tell him to be nice. I understand. I understand actually can just imagine how busy you are, so I don't bother much. I will always have time to yap with you. You the best. It's nice to talk more. If you ever need anything. Yeah, same to you. We searched far and wide. Unfortunately, no results were found. Searching Bao and Cotton in my own DMs with Nano. Meaning that they never talked about Bao and Cotton. Either that or one of them deleted the comment. In our project server, Red was telling Nano about our next model plans after my sleepy outfit debut, which is the one that she's probably wearing right now. I don't know what she's wearing. I don't watch her streams. We're thinking we do a big update to the demon model next. A new outfit on it. Big update? Like we did with the 2.5 update to the 2.0 model. With a new breast and Charlie. So we'd update some things and add some toggles to it. Didn't you want to redo the demon before we started the angel? LOL. I'll do whatever you guys want to. What outfit would it be? Well, we want to update just the normal demon outfit first. The new outfit will be on demon model instead of 2.0 like the rest of them. But it's still being worked on. But we're still working on the designs, work in progress. No, we just got an update. Love it so much. Ugh, just the sight of just the sight of the color orange is already making me sick. Red saw Nano working on a new model for Shy Lily for the first time. She messaged her and asked questions about the timeline of the model. Congrats on the Lily model, Nano. Ah, thank you. When did she ask you about doing one? And do you have a lot of other models lined up besides ours? No. Oh no, it's just hers and finishing up a few things on blank. I'll probably stop taking new models after Lily and work with current clients. Gotcha. Was it recently Lily messaged you or has it been planned for a while? Since February or March. I asked Nano about Lily and her projects just like I would any other time. And Nano gave the information just like she would any other time. I thought that Lily getting a model from Nano could possibly be related to how she was treating Cinder lately. That night I saw Red and he told me Nano was working on a model for Shy Lily, but didn't say anything about him to asking Nano about it or that he would. I was happy with the idea that Shy Lily and I were going to be model sisters, especially since we're both part owners of the same company. Red thought we might have to consider that we'd be competing with Shy Lily with the way she was treating me and the fact she was working with Nano now. Similar to how things were with Silvervale. I didn't agree. In my mind, Shy Lily and I weren't going to be competing for anything. And this would be another thing we'd have in common to hopefully bring us together. I was only concerned with why she would have been upset with me lately and was anxious about it. April 12th, 2025. The next day, Red went back to Nano to ask about Shy Lily again and tell her what I've been experiencing with her. Brother, at this time I was literally just vibing, brother. Oh, I think I was playing. Wait, I think I may have played Expedition 33 around that time. I don't know. Maybe. Keyword on maybe. These are also the last messages Red had with Nano, and the last conversation either of us had with her in either of our DMs and project server. I had no knowledge of these conversations until Nano's document was released 2 weeks after. Everything I was experiencing with Shy Lily at the time is explained in her section of this document. In my apology, I wrote, I had no idea there was even a conversation about Shy Lily recently between Red and Nano until reading her document. It's true I had confided in Red that lately I hadn't been hearing from Lily like I had in the past and was worried something was wrong. But that's as far as it went, and he took it upon himself to try digging for more information. I didn't share any of this conversation or the conversation above with Cinder because there wasn't anything super meaningful or pressuring I thought she needed to know about. Even if it doesn't seem like it, you still need to tell her. That is very irresponsible from your part. Hey Nano, do you have any more plans with Lily besides just the model, like outfits or merch or anything? Being just the model so far. Okay. Her asking you for a model recently just made the antenna go up. She's been acting weird towards Cinder lately, and we don't know if something's going on. Again, the we part is the thing that, since I don't know if something's going on. Oh, that's weird. Ever since after V-Cart launched. But what you consider weird, lately dipping out of collabs they were both a part of at the last minute. And now ghosting her messages. Cinder's raided her a couple times in the past week, and Lily won't acknowledge Cinder by name. Just like weird petty stuff, I don't know. That's super weird since they both share the same store, lol. Around V-Card's launch, they were talking and collabing and I don't know what happened, but her asking you for a model after that was just weird. Even though she said she doesn't plan on getting a new model anytime soon, although Blank was kind of mean to her about using a live 2D item one more time. I don't know, I hate that we keep bringing you into drama. Nah, brother, you love the drama. There's a difference right there. I didn't lie about anything I said here. Me saying ever since after V-Card launch was because around then was the last time I remembered them collabing and talking with each other. Like I said after, I remember Lily saying it was too soon to get a new model around the start of the year. But I didn't consider the 3 to 4 months that passed when I said this. And obviously Lily changed her mind since then. I don't know, I hate to keep bringing you into that drama. Yeah, I thought it was quite early to go on for a new model. Blank look a bit menacing, so I don't talk to her. Feels like we're gonna have to compete with Lily if she's ghosting Cinder and wants the same model, mama. Up, here we go again. Toxic competitiveness strikes again. This is what the only time I ever said anything to anyone other than Cinder about competing with Lily. If Lily had a problem with Cinder, and at the same time started working with our model artist, then yes, we wouldn't be working together anymore. In my mind, we'd be competing with her, at the very least over Nano's time. If Lily wasn't treating Silver differently, I would have had any reason to think the timing of Lily's model with Nano was suspect. and no reason to ask Nano anything when she started working on Lily's model. I would have felt the same way about it that Cinder did. Between these screenshots, they were talking about something unrelated. Real. Is it just Cinder and Blank you've been doing continuous model outfits for? We'll have the demon update list plus final arcade reference for you soon. As soon as it's finished. I think it is. I have an outfit for Blank planned too. And as for Blank, got nothing for now. But she always comes up with something. Do you know who's rigging Lily's model? Gotta be Blank. Thanks, Nano. Sorry for all the questions. Just gotta stay informed. Especially when it comes to our top artist. Never a break. Never a break. You said it yourself, dude. Never a break. Oh my god, 10 pages less and I'm done with Nano's document, only to keep driving myself deeper into the abyss. Don't worry, just don't stress too much with the side things. It's bad for bolding. I'm gonna go bold now. I'll keep you in the loop about anything else going on with that. The balding? No, you fool, just stupid drama. Gotta stay competitive, even when I shouldn't have to. And your profile picture looks like a guy with a mustache. Don't go too far on the competitiveness. It can get bad. Hey, it's not me. Do you see how different that sounds when you replace words like us with or we with me and I? Do you see how different that fucking sounds? I stayed informed with Nano's plans because of who she was to us and our brand. It's always been that way and it's never been a problem with her. I said we have to stay competitive as in a general sense with the entire VTuber sphere, even when we shouldn't have to. With someone like Lily who we thought was a friend now acting this way. No, a counter argument. Who you thought was a friend and was acting this way. Replace we with you. It's not me. Also, profile picture is this. I'm not the one getting a model from the artist of the other gamer subs owner of out of the blue and ghosting them and refusing to acknowledge them. It was either of us who had a problem with Lily or threatening her differently for an apparent reason. So yeah, it was you. It was literally you. 8 more pages and the document is finally over, chat. 8 more pages. And we're gonna be leaving the Nanoless section and straight to the bow section. I really hope Nanoless is live so we can raid. Is this before you start drawing for the day? You got me. Understandable. Me getting gamer subs to start the work shift. Lol, real same. Okay, what do you think would be better? Updating parts of the demon model like we did 2.0? Or making a new demon model? I don't know how much new stuff you ended up doing for the angel outfit. Even though it was going to use the 2.0 as a base. At this point, I always suggest new model since she's pretty old now. But it's your money, your orders. The demon is the oldest 2.0 model. Well, we want to update the demon with the new toggles we've had, but also to use as a base for the arcade outfit, and then do an ice demon at the start of the next year. Whatever you guys prefer. Okay, we'll let you know. Nano, we're brainstorming new design ideas. Are there any ideas or themes you have in mind for a Cinder model? These are my last messages with Nano. I guess saying anything bad about Lily was a step too far for her. I don't know why if she thought I was lying about Lily for some reason, she didn't just ask me to verify what I was telling her instead of leaking our messages. I never asked, told, implied, or said anything to Nano about not working with Lily or canceling her model she already started, and I had no intention to. Oh, so now you think it was a step too far. Okay, I see how it is. Was checking the music, sorry. April 15th, 2025. This is the last message in my DMs with Nano. She never replied and never messaged me to talk about things from her document privately. In my apology, I wrote, Nano had also never come to me as seriously and professionally as her document was, looking to address the the issues she had with either of us, or to terminate our partnership. Hi Nano, would you want to come on my stream again sometime? Our partnership was terminated before Nano's document was posted, but not by her. I don't think she literally, like, I don't think she ever replied to you simply because of that. 3 days after Red's messages with Nano about Lily, and about 10 hours after my message above, Red was added into a group chat by Nano and her new manager. Red was told that effective immediately, Nano will be taking an indefinite hiatus from working with us due to burnout, and explaining away why Red hadn't heard from Nano in days. We knew Nano's manager had always been her husband Mio, so him being replaced and Nano coming to this decision out of nowhere made zero sense. I was never added into this chat and wasn't even aware of it happening until the day after when Red talked to me about it. Nano added me to this chat originally since this was the first time I'd ever been in contact with this other person. At the time these screenshots were taken, Nano had already left the chat. The Discord messages of her adding me to the chat and her leaving were gone, and I was apparently made the group owner. Nano never sent a message, and this chat was the original group owner. Oh shit. Nano literally put you in a waiting room, bro. Fucking deserved. Akira. Leave me alone. Ah, Akira. Alright, let's see what Akira has to say. Hello, nice to meet you, Red. I'm Akira, Nanoless's new manager. I'm here to support her with client outreach so she can focus on what she does best, creating stunning 2D anime babes. You may have noticed that she's been a bit quiet lately. Part of why I'm reaching out is to apologize for the radio silence, but more importantly, to ensure there's always a clear line of communication moving forward so we can avoid situations like this in the future. That said, I also come bearing some bittersweet news. Nanoless will be taking a break from working on large-scale commissions for Cinder. We know this may come as a surprise, and we didn't want to leave you in the dark. This decision wasn't made lightly. Both of you have grown together and share a really special creative bond. The reason behind this pause is straightforward, though not without complexity. While the opportunity to work with Cinder has been incredible and quite lucrative, Nanoless feels it's time to expand her artistic horizons. She wants to challenge herself with new styles and creators, and is concerned that focusing solely on one project might pigeonhole her creatively. This isn't about personal differences, far from it. It's about growth and the pursuit of a broader artistic path. Artistic burnout is real and is often unavoidable for those who make a living from their creative work, and I'm sure you're quite familiar with. Facts. She's been meaning to say this for a while, but struggled to find the right words, which is where I come in. Please know this isn't goodbye, just a temporary shift. As she explores new opportunities and works with other creators, we're absolutely open to revisiting collaborations in the future. After all, Nanoless plus Cinder has always been a slam dunk combo. I ask for your understanding during these uncertain times and urge you to resist the temptation to reach out to Nano directly. This is as difficult for her as well, and she needs that space to gather her thoughts in these moments of reflection. If you have any questions or future inquiries, feel free to reach out to me directly. I'm here to help. Akira messaged this chat first and renamed the chat to Nanoless Commissions. showing that I didn't make this group or initiate this conversation. Akira said Nano was meaning to say this for a while, but everything Akira describes, she never showed anything remotely similar to. Nano was always excited for our projects, including just days before this. Here's the thing, chat. You never know what's going on the other side of the screen. She may say she's excited for something, but she may have been suffering on the other side of the screen. So you never fucking know what is going on behind someone else's screen. Someone can say something and they could be feeling another thing. Hey Akira, thanks. Hi Akira, thanks for the message. The line of reasoning makes sense, and we have been working with Nano consistently for years now. She's been a major part of our brand and why Cinder is Cinder. It does hurt that this is kind of coming from out of nowhere from my perspective, and we didn't hear anything about this from her directly beforehand. If this is the conclusion she came to, then I will talk to Cinder and figure out our next steps. Does this mean all projects we were in talks with Nano about are canceled, including our model updates? Appreciate your help, Akira, and you're helping Nano with everything she does. She can be a bit disorganized sometimes. Lol, it's unfortunate these are the terms we're meeting on, though. Hey, thanks so much for the quick response. I'm really sorry about the disorganization on Nano's end. And I totally understand how this might have felt sudden. I'm stepping in to help smooth things out and make sure communication is clearer moving forward, so we can all stay in the loop and avoid such surprises. As for future commissions, Nano is currently taking some time to recover from burnout, so she'll need a bit of a break, but once she's feeling better, we'd love to revisit the idea of future collaborations. In the meantime, if you have any projects with pressing deadlines that Nano can't take on, I'll personally facilitate another high caliber artist who can handle the communication to make sure Cinder gets the high quality artwork she's associated with, so we don't create a roadblock for you. I'm not sure how she's informed you, but the latest project we've brought to her was a small model update to Cinder's demon model. She'd drawn in the past. However, I don't think having another artist create new layers on her existing work would be reasonable. The project was intended for launch in June, but if Nano has to cancel, then we'll scrap the update altogether. As for future projects, Nanoless or yourself on her behalf can reach out to us when she's ready and we'll discuss things then. Thank you for the work you've done for us, Nano. Yes, for anything in the immediate future, I'd say until around July, just to give a rough estimate. Everything is on hold for now. I totally understand if delaying the project isn't feasible on your end. We can definitely touch base again around the time and see where things stand. If it doesn't make sense to move forward, we can cancel altogether. Whatever works better for you is fine for us. I don't think that timeline would work for this project, unfortunately. Looking forward to hearing from you when the time comes. Thanks, Akira. Appreciate it. That's understandable. Sorry for the inconvenience. Thank you a lot for being understanding in such short notice. I think Nano really appreciates if there's anything I can help you with. Don't hesitate to ask. Have a good week. I immediately accepted this decision if it's what Nano wanted. My comment saying Nano is a bit disorganized was meant to be endearing to her. I said thank you for the work you've done for us, Nano, because she was in this chat at the time. I'm pretty sure she left the chat because, you know, she didn't want to hear it from you. That's understandable. Sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, I already read that. Hey, Akira. Just asking for clarifications here since it'll affect mine and Silver's plans for the future. Is Nano taking a break from commissions in general for the next few months due to burnout from back-to-back projects and things will resume as normal, but maybe with more time between new things? Or after her break, has she decided not to work with us in the scale she's being now, and only take on our project sparingly so she can pursue other things. Thanks for the help. I mean, would you be surprised if she stopped working with you guys? Would you be surprised? I wouldn't. I definitely as hell wouldn't. Dude, you're asking an obvious question after you did most of the damage in these conversations. You do not get to ask those questions, dude. That's just no. No, at this point you're just saying, "Yeah, I want my puppet back." No, you don't get to make demands. Not like that, you won't. Hey Red, I think it's still too early to say, but once we resume the collaborations, I believe doing smaller scale projects first, like screens and whatnot, will be ideal. Once we get our foot in the door a little bit, will depend on how Nano feels about it. I believe she'll eventually want to undertake large projects again, but trying out smaller stuff first is definitely smarter in my opinion. Well, given the timeline, let's say she's back in July. The next and last thing after Cinder's demon model update was a new outfit model project. We showed her recently. It's planned to be debuting August, and there may be just enough time for it to be done. I know you're saying this wouldn't be the type of project she'd want to take on so soon, but if I could get a concrete answer from her on this outfit project specifically sooner rather than later, it will help us figure the things out on our end. And one more thing, were there any other factors from her perspective that led to this decision besides artistic burnout? I'll bring it up with her. I'm thinking we might have a clearer answer by June regarding a potential start date for the demon model update. If that timing works for you, otherwise it's probably a bit too early to have that conversation with her. And no, as far as I understand, it's really just a case of artistic burnout and the pressure she feels. And the pressure she feels to prove herself. The pressure that Red put on her. I asked Akira more questions and tried to speculate on some kind of timeline when Nano may possibly be able to work with us again, since this threw off our plans for the rest of the year. Then I asked specifically if there were any other factors from her perspective that led to this decision besides artistic burnout. Thinking my conversation about Shy Lily with her could have had something to do with this. I was reassured it was just burnout and artistic pressure. Now I know I was right to suspect this. Okay, let me give you the obvious answer to that, Red. She ain't working with you, bro. Not after all the pressure that you've been putting onto her. Not after the blatant manipulation that you've put her through. Do you really expect her? Do you really expect to keep working with her? After all the shit that I've read, you putting on those DMs, do you think that she would want to work with a manager as horrible as you? No offense. Because honestly, Red, your managing skills, I'm sorry, Red, but your managing skills are terrible. They are horrible, bro. And after doing all of this, after Nano putting on the document, and then you have the balls to ask if you're gonna go back to working with her. It's just crazy, bro. She's mentally scarred, Red. She don't want to work with you no more. She don't want nothing to do with Cinder. At least that's my assumptions. Don't take my word for it. No worries. Akira, should we preemptively be looking for a new core Cinder model artist for anything beyond these projects in the immediate future? At this point, you should have at this point, you should have done that the moment you saw Nano's message. In an ideal world, I'd love for you to wait until Nano has recovered from her burnout. But I completely understand that's not realistic from a business standpoint. Hey, Bruno reverse card, business is business. You bring upon yourself. Please feel free to begin the search for a new artist. As I mentioned before, I am more than happy to assist in any way I can, whether that's facilitating potential artists or helping with the transition process. After all, it's due to us that you find yourself in this inconvenience. I think the confusion came from our initial message, which made it seem like Nano was breaking up with us and wouldn't be continuing being a major part of our team as Cinder's model artist moving forward. If she needs a few months away from any new projects, that's completely understandable, and we can wait for her to be ready. We don't want to move on to another model artist if it's not that being implied. What I mean is that we don't know how long the healing process will take, and it will be unfair to keep you from working on models for the time being. It might take months, might be a year, it's uncertain yet. As long as Nano isn't saying I don't want to be Cinder's model artist anymore, we will wait for her until she's ready again. Not saying we don't be working on other model projects in that time frame, depending on how long it takes. But when she's ready, we will be too. Don't you get the memo, Red? Don't you get the fucking memo? She don't want to work with you no more. You've already scarred her mentally. You've manipulated her. You told her not to work with certain people who she clearly loves working with. And you're literally seeing everybody that threatens Cinder as competition. You don't get to ask her back, dude. You don't get to ask her back. Thanks a lot for understanding. We really appreciate it. Cinder is very distressed over this whole situation after I broke the news with her. Can you give us any confirmation at this time that when Nano returns, she will be willing to continue making models with her? I'm sorry to hear that. I hope she too can understand. Regarding the models, I believe Nano needs to prioritize healing right now. And like I said, it's yet unknown how long that's going to take. But once she feels she can work on a Cinder model again, we can start a conversation about it. It's not by any means off the table. Like I said, it could be months or even a year until that happens. It's just wild to me how you're literally seeing that Nano is scarred mentally. She has artistic burnout, yet you're still asking for work from her. It doesn't work like that, Redacted. For fuck's sake, let the woman rest. Mush. Oh, Zombie Cat. Yeah. I see that you left the chat, but you know, honestly, this entire conversation has been wow. It's just wow. But yeah, honestly, this whole conversation is every time I see redacted every single time I see redacted statements, I lose 5 brain cells, if not more. We're almost done with the Nano document. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you can understand. Regarding the models, I believe Nano needs to prioritize healing right now, which I already read. Hey Akira, I've been speaking to Cinder about this and on and off, and she wanted me to relay her thoughts since she doesn't feel she should message Nano herself. I don't want to move on from Nano, and said we'd wait for her to and change our plans around instead of replacing her as Cinder's model artist. I first told Cinder about this before I broke the news to her. This reasoning Akira gave us didn't make sense. Nano showed no signs of burnout, ready and willing to take on the next project, excited about my new design. Again, you don't really know what's happening on the other side of the screen. And hey dude, what's this? Lumiano, welcome in. I am reading Cinder's 1008 page document, We're not gonna read the whole thing today, but so far we have read almost the entirety of the nanoless document, and we still got a lot more to go, brother. We still got a lot more to go. But what I'm seeing from this document alone, TLDR, Cinder's manager is infinitely worse than her. 100%. Music check. So yeah, this that you're seeing right here is literally a whole ass document on why you should not trust Cinder's manager as a manager, let alone carrying groceries. So this is about the big update model and all that stuff, which they already talked about it. Yeah, they already talked about this. The last thing Nano said to Red on April 12th, 2025, she showed no signs of being on burnout either. Here's the thing, chat. Remember this, chat. You never know what the other person is going through on the other side of the screen. All right? If someone doesn't feel like being on burnout, you can't really tell because, again, the person on the other side of the screen could literally be suffering and you wouldn't even know about it. So it's weird. It's a weird thing to say. The last time Nano had implied she was burned out from work in any way was to Red in September 2024, when she canceled a bunch of her projects herself over 7 months earlier. I'm freaking out with my commissions and I think I just want to do Cinder stuff. I'm canceling shit. I need my freedom. After Akira's messages, I was heartbroken, distraught, and I didn't know where to go from here. Akira asked for Nano to not be contacted, and despite everything, I still respected Nano enough to not reach out if that's how she felt. Red reassured me that things would be okay, and that we work with Nano again when she was ready. There was nothing that I could think of as to why Nano would come to this decision, and without saying anything to me at all, I canceled my Fansly stream as I was supposed to have that night. Oh god, she even has a... Oh no, she even has a Forbidden Arts account. The Fansly stream is canceled tonight. I got some bad news and we'll be taking the night off. I'll reschedule it soon. Thank you for understanding. Here on my post on Fansly, I'm not linking it directly because Fansly is a Forbidden Arts site. The sub-only stream is cancelled tonight. I received some bad news and don't have the energy to stream right now. I'm sorry to disappoint everyone. Thank you for understanding, and I'll let you know when the stream is rescheduled for soon. Oh, 5 days later, Red message Akira again. Here we go. Here we go. Wait, is this... Oh shit, wait. This is in the time frame when Nano posted the document. So that's what it led to this. Holy. Hey Akira, I've been speaking to Cinder about this on and off and wanted to see... Okay, yeah, I've already read that part. She's been very hurt that Nano hadn't discussed with this sooner and that she came to the decision without any warning after all the time we've worked together to now. Seemingly all the communication with each other being taboo. Not to mention that she wasn't included in this conversation. And you know, Cinder has tied her image and her brand around Nano's work over the past 3 years. And regardless of the business implications that may come of not working together for her, she's more just hurt personally. This felt like a sucker punch at a time where other factors in the space were all really weighing down on her. Like I said before, we will continue to respect Nano's wishes and don't expect her decision to change. After counting, we both completely understand the burnout with having 13 projects together in 18 months. We just feel like this could have been handled better or a compromise made so that both sides could walk away satisfied. Instead, what's mush? I don't know. You're the one who posted it earlier. You're literally the one who posted mush earlier. What do you mean what's mush? Like, it's literally on the chat, dude. You posted it earlier. You tell me what it is. You don't know and you posted it? What? Oh, man. I was doing something stupid. Hey, man, we all do stupid shit. Myself included. I mean, I am a professional idiot after all. I'm not judging you. It's okay. I do stupid shit too. I mean, I'm the motherfucker with the clown nose right now. I'm the one with the clown nose on Halloween. You're on character AI? How fucking dare you? Look at you interacting with an AI. How dare you interact with an AI? Damn. My moderator is interacting with an AI. Oh no. I gotta win him back. I'm telling it's stupid. Here's the thing. Here's my opinion on AI. AI is impressive, but holy shit is it stupid. Holy shit is it stupid and dumber than a fucking rock. Like, oh my god, is it stupid. I've always been anti-AI. It's dumb. Oh yeah, it's dumber. It's dumber than a rock. AI is always dumb. It's stupid. It's idiotic, even. But I'm gonna keep reading this because it's only guessing on what to say. Yeah, pretty much, but you're bored. Hey man, if you're bored and you just want to fuck around with an AI, then I guess just don't use AI too. Just don't get attached to the AI too much like other people do. There's people that actually do get attached to AI, believe it or not, losing all sense of humanity. Ew, am I right? Right? Why the fuck would you want AI to do all your shit? Relations with a metal thing. Yeah. Relationship. Imagine having a relationship with a clanker. I'm sorry. That came out of nowhere. Holy shit. I need skin. Same, dude. Same. Everybody wants the human touch, but nobody wants to find it. Instead, they resort to AI slop. Imagine having a relationship with a clanker. Fucking hell, dude. Anyways, let's keep reading because we are almost done with the nanoless document. We're literally at the final page. Ooh, I'm almost done with this page. Almost there, chat. So close. We just feel like this could have been handled better, or compromise made it so that both sides could walk away satisfied. Instead of a long-time relationship feeling like it was upend overnight, due to the uncertainty of the future. We've begun discussing backup plans in the case that Nano doesn't want to continue working together on major projects. Thanks for understanding and hope to work things out when the time comes. Hello, Red. First of all, I really appreciate you guys giving Nano the space she needs and avoiding DMing her directly. I know it must be difficult for you as well. Thank you. Thank you. He's literally Akira is literally telling Red, hey man, listen. I need you to back the fuck up, give the woman some space, and let her think. Like, you see this? This is space. She needs space. She can't have you breathing down her neck, going like, when is the next project, Nano? When is the next artwork, Nano? I want my bikini model, Nano. No. Back the fuck up, bro. You can't do that shit no more. I'm also truly sorry the situation came up so suddenly. Nano had been bottling up her feelings for quite a while, and it unfortunately led to a recent emergency hospital visit due to stress. This has been incredibly painful for her too. Please don't view this as a taboo topic, but rather as a much-needed pause. Burnout and stretch can be easily triggered, even by well-meaning messages. I agree that, had this been addressed earlier, things might have gone more smoothly. Sadly, Nano wasn't able to express how overwhelmed she was at the time, and what could have been a small break in an open conversation about work. Work pace ended something much more abrupt. I also fully understand your necessity for a backup plan, and I hope we get the chance to collaborate again. It was truly, if this was truly what Nana was feeling, even if we were completely unaware of it, and she chose not to talk to us at all about it, we still accepted her decision with hopes of working with her again in the future. I was extremely hurt by how Nana went about this. She didn't even give us the courtesy to explain herself after years of working together, and instead sent someone we've never even heard of to say goodbye for her. The last message above was 5 days before Nano posted her document. Red and I were together when Nano posted her document at 1:42 a.m. Eastern Time. She was the first one to post. Around this time, Red sent her a DM saying, "Nano, please," but deleted it right after I messaged her, "Nano, can we talk?" But deleted it too. She then removed us as friends on Discord, so we couldn't contact her again. Rightfully so. Hello, I'm here to share something that has affected me personally and hurts others. This was very hard for me, but I feel it is necessary. Please do not send hate to anyone on my behalf. This is all I want to say. And in this document, chat, this document right here, this document is what led us to the document literally at the top of the list. This is what led us to this document. The document that Nano posted on that very same day. And the thing is, we have all of the receipts right here, chat. Ninjak, you and I, we're like Sherlock Holmes and Watson right now. We're checking all this shit and putting the pieces together, bro. This is some investigation shit. Ninjak. So now that I've read the entirety of the Nano document, what are your thoughts on this? Because honestly, in my opinion, after reading the Nanolist document in its entirety, it is giving me the impression that Redacted is infinitely worse than Cinder. At least in this case, because Redacted has shown signs of manipulation. He has been sweet talking to Nanoless. He's been pressuring her a lot and telling her not to collaborate with certain creators. I feel that in this situation, in the Nanoless document, it's as if Redacted is the puppeteer, and Nano is the puppet. And the moment that a puppet is broken down, the puppet is not gonna go back and, do the thing. And he's trying to fix the puppet and making it work, but it's not gonna work that way because the puppet just doesn't want to dance anymore. The puppet wants none of this. They want freedom, which is what I feel about Nano here. Nano in this document, she is like the whole document, those 218 pages that I just read, it just lets me know that Nano is not the accuser. She is the victim in all of this. Because even if she's not okay to talk to you guys at all, you're still pressuring her to give her more work when she no longer wants to talk to any of you. Man, what a ride. What a fucking ride. Redacted, I know you're not watching this at all, but in case you are watching it, like if in case you have like the horrible log that you're somehow watching it, motherfucker, I don't even trust you as a manager, let alone to carry groceries, bro. And you know what the worst part about this 1,008-page document is? You know what the worst part is, chat? We've only just started! That was only the 4th layer of the document! We still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We still have 9 layers to go. Oh my fucking god. Alright, you know what? I think that's enough Cinder trauma for today. That's enough Cinder drift for today. Holy shit. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, I'm almost out of breath. So, what have we learned today, chat? We've learned that Cinder's manager loves to manipulate, loves to put pressure on artists, tells artists that not work with certain VTubers, sees every VTuber as that threatens Cinder as competition, literally overworks their artists. It's too much. It's literally too much. Holy fucking shit, what a shit show. Honestly, again, after reading this whole entire fucking document, Nanoless is clearly the victim. She's not the accuser in all this. But do not go anywhere, chat. So I just want to emphasize, this is the end of the stream. But do not go anywhere, because you guys know what time it is. It's time for Raid a Streamer, where we check a streamer and we raid the hell out of them. Now, which is going to be my victim for tonight, I wonder? Let's see, who can we find tonight? Yes, by the way, we are going to be raiding a VTuber. In just in case you guys are wondering. So let's see if any of the people that are related to Cinder are online. Bao is not online because I already follow her. How about Nanoless? Wait, right. I have to search for. I can't search it here. I have to search it on the main page. Hold on a second. Yeah, take me to the. No, take me to the homepage. Actually, there we go. Yeah, take me to the homepage. I want to see who can I raid. Anyone who is associated with her at all. Let's see, Nanoless. There it is. She is not live right now, unfortunately. Okay. Silver Veil. Also not online. Man, are these people gone or what? It's like they disappeared. Alright, Spite, are you online? No, you're not. What the fuck? Okay, who else? Shy Lily. Is Shy Lily online? She's not online either. My god, none of these people are online. Who can we raid? I want to raid somebody, but I need to see who was on the list. Let me see this. Let me see this list. Bao is not online. Shy Lily's not online. None of these people are online, to be honest. Wait, there was someone else. There was literally someone else. OB Katie. OB Katie Cat. Is that the one? Yeah, it's definitely the one. Also not online. Giga? Also not online. Okay, so none of these people are online, but we're gonna be raiding somebody else if that's the case. So, here's what I'm gonna do, chat. Here is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna blast you guys towards another VTuber. One that you guys definitely probably never heard of before. I am going to blast you guys towards Movie VT, who seems to right now be playing No, I Am Not Human. So I'm going to blast you guys towards her. She doesn't seem to have any views right now. Oh, she's BRBing right now. Maybe we should wait for a little bit. Yeah, we should wait for a bit. Or maybe we could rate somebody else while she's back. Yeah, I think we can rate somebody else at the meantime. Assuming they even allow raids to begin with. Never mind, she's also sleeping. Well, oh, that's right. Different time zones. How could I be so stupid? Oh, different time zones. I don't even know which VTuber to rate tonight, to be honest. There's a lot online, but there's just so many of them to choose from. Is VTuber oversaturated? Is VTubing oversaturated? No, not at all. But yeah, everybody's in a BRB right now. Oh, okay. So Mubi is back. We are going to be rating Mubi. So do show her some love, and I will see you guys on Monday. Also, be sure to check out my TikTok and my YouTube where I post because I'm posting more recently on those sites so that you guys can see my shorts and see my funny moments. So I'll see you guys later. Bye! Also, I want to thank you guys for suffering with me reading the whole nanolist section. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for sticking in.